You're watching Fine and Dandy. Cheers.
Hi, my name's Cameron, and you need to check out the Fine and Dandy podcast.
You are now watching Fine and Dandy.
Watch the Fine and Dandy podcast. Good shit.
Hey, what's up? We're Soe, and you're watching Fine and Dandy.
You are now watching Fine and Dandy!
Bueno, sí.
Let's fucking go.
We're in the building.
Let's fucking go.
We
All
have
right,
finally made it. It has
It
been
took
a
us
long
forever.
journey to make it here, but this is episode 100 of Fine and Dandy.
we made it. Through all the bullshit, through all the people who said we couldn't do it, all the people who fucking threatened us and spit on us and fucking they said we couldn't do it. We persevered through all the obstacles and all the challenges. We did it. The support of our good friend Doofles.
Doofles, we still
Doofles.
haven't been sued yet, so we are starting to think this business is out of business. I don't know if they
I
make
would
Doofles bags anymore. Making this a rare cop from the thrift at this
Yeah,
point.
They have other ones.
A rare
yeah,
cop.
rare
It is
cop.
still
Rare find.
still a rarity, but also a great classic of this show.
I don't know how much value there is in it due to the fact I don't think anyone's really asking for them or like really like in search. Yeah, there's not really a market.
There might be an aftermarket, you know, like once we get to a certain point, we'll just sign it, you know what I mean? And we'll
Yeah,
be able to
we'll
sell
make
it.
the market
we'll
for
make the
'em.
market
We're
for
here
it. It's
for
a
it.
one of one. It's a one of one.
Like we're the only one who has Doofles.
No, I'm saying this one's a one of one
Yeah,
because
it
this
will
is
be
the
signed.
only one that's been on multiple episodes of Fine and Dandy.
Someone's gonna see this one day and be like, when I was a young lad, fucking just like pulls it out of their treasure chest. and they're
Paul,
at it.
what did you see whenever you were a kid? I saw one of the best fucking wall pieces I've ever seen. It's a bag, and his name is Doofles.
Yeah, shit. Honestly, I want more of them. But anyways,
I do too. That shit would be sick.
okay, well, this is the 100th episode. Thank you guys for sticking with us. If you've been watching up to this point, we do have a live studio audience with us today. We have a lot of friends with us today, loved ones with us today that will be joining us. It's going to be a fucking ride. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be awesome. Dandy and Friends. Yes, Dandy and Friends.
Some of you might recognize that voice. He's been on a few episodes. You'll love the return of the Winton
He has been-
soup.
He's been on a few, yeah.
Honestly, you've been dragging at those episodes.
Yeah.
I think we've kept ourselves together for the most part, but my boy brought over the day drinker one day and
Honestly, we've
completely day drunk the fuck out that shit.
We got seasoned alumni at this point. I don't know what the
Is it-
level past alumni is where you've been alumni for so long. It's like you get a fucking if there was a medal, I guess they would get the medal for that. But yeah, we're gonna take on some challenges today. We're gonna have a good time. Well, it's good to be here. It's good to be
great
here.
to be here, dude. It's gonna be a fucking party. We want to start off by doing a little bit of appreciation for all the viewers, all the people that have stayed with us all this time. To the 61 or 2 subscribers or whatever we're at right now.
We're
You
at
guys are getting notifications when we drop videos. That shit's sick. We appreciate it. We appreciate the love. Anybody that wants to hit the subscribe button, don't be afraid. There's no harm, no foul. It's just a button.
Look, it wouldn't
it
hurt
won't
you.
hurt you at all.
Honestly, I could tell you, I'm subscribed to a bunch of channels. I get 0 notifications. So honestly, you might not even get the notification. Just hit the subscribe button.
Turn those notifications on too, though. But you can turn those notifications on too while you're there.
Yeah,
'cause
help
you're already there. You're already there.
help a local
subscribing. Why not
business.
just turn them on too?
Help a fucking local
we're
business.
We're in the building, but we definitely just want to give thanks to everybody that's stuck around. I don't know what to say. I get choked up at these moments because I really do appreciate doing this podcast, and it does mean a lot to me to be able to do this.
Yeah, all the people that we've had on, all the good times that we've had, even the goofy times, it's a learning experience and just like,
Right.
how many technical difficulties we've been through.
Dude, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
We'll still have a few.
Honestly, the last podcast we thought about recording, just as like a practice run to get like prepared for this, Josh didn't even press record on the camera, so.
I didn't, and yeah.
It's good, yeah. So it's good that we didn't release that because it's happened. It's silly, but
I think we are starting to get a lot less technical issues. More of it is on the mistake level of like the human error, like we forget to do this or forget to do that.
Yeah.
It's not so much like an actual wire's fucked up or we need a new mic. We're in the building as far as our technical issues have come.
Nah, it's crazy
come
that we finally
across.
made it here. 100 episodes. I mean, you got to think that's. I mean, what is that? One a week for 2 years. Basically,
no,
basically,
yeah.
one a week for
But
2 years.
Yeah, but it took
I
us
mean,
longer than 2
Took us
years.
longer than that. We weren't doing one a week for 2 years.
I mean, it took us 2 months to plan this one, which is fair.
Yeah, it definitely. Look, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, we haven't done it for 1 week for 2.
That is how that math works, though. I'm not incorrect.
All I'm saying,
we just haven't paced with that math.
yeah. So I mean, if we were to keep on pace, that would be consistent for 2 years. But since things come up, we like jobs and schedules, we haven't been able to maintain that as much as we would have hoped. Also, technical difficulty, money.
Yeah,
Financials.
I mean, yeah. There's
Hey,
a lot.
we're a local
There's a long list of
business,
excuses
all right?
that we've
Support local business.
I mean, we'll keep saying it until we start
Show some
getting
love out of
supported.
Yeah, until we start getting some love. No,
No,
it's been a fun ride. Also, all the people that are here today, that are like in the building with us actually at the moment.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Barbecue Spice, Body of Christ. We're glad that they're here. We're gonna have them on as well. That's gonna be fucking awesome. All the people, like, they've supported us through this all. Also, 3 of the people in the building. So I'm throwing a show. Shameless plug here. I'm throwing a show into July 30th. It's called Homie Fest. It's all the homies. And got 3 of the people. All their bands. One of them's a solo act, but he also has a band, Pac-Man the movie, as well. But the other 2 will be performing in their bands. He'll be doing a solo show. It's gonna be fucking sick. I also have 3 of my homies DJing, so it's gonna be a great time. Eventbrite, look it up. Homie Fest. It's in the Houston area. It's gonna be Dandy Presents Homie Fest, so everyone's gonna be there. Fucking have a blast.
Bring your ass.
Yeah, I'm also gonna be doing hard copies, so hit me up if you want those. They'll probably go.
When's the flyer dropping?
The flyers already dropped.
Flyers dropped.
Flyers dropped. Facebook.
We'll link it in the bio here. In this
Yeah. I'll link
episode.
the Eventbrite on there too.
Yeah, we'll link that shit in the
so
bio.
you can
Fuck
get
yeah.
tickets. It'll definitely be a sick time.
Bring your ass, dude. It's gonna be a sick time. I think now might be a good time to cut to the video that you made for AJ's band. Do you want to do a little introduction to that video?
Yeah. So okay. So we did a video with AJ's band, Soulway. So we're gonna cut to that real quick. It's of one of their most popular songs. So y'all enjoy. right, we're back. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that video of Soulway and that song that they performed. What was the name of the song, AJ? Mush by Soulway, man. And Soulway will be performing at that show that I'll be throwing. Man, they're fucking sick. It's all instrumental, so there's no singer. But when I say that they're sick as fuck and they throw down, I mean, it speaks for itself. Y'all saw the video. The video should speak for itself. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little bit. Man, it's been such a fucking journey doing this. You know, just like the little by little, the grind, trying to be as consistent as possible, trying to make this happen, trying to work through it. I mean, doing this podcast has been like, I think, kind of almost therapeutic for the both of us, you know, being able to talk about things. It's weird too, 'cause we're roommates. So
Yeah.
it's almost like sometimes this is the time that we spend together at times.
Oh, a lot of times. I mean, especially lately. I mean, you can kind of speak on it more than probably I can, in the way that, like, with how your job and schooling and things have been over the past couple, like, they've been kind of consistent. Whereas like I've been like kind of moving around into a different thing. So you're kind of like watching me kind of shift into different phases, like matching the schedule of a job or doing this for my mom. You know what I mean? Whereas like, I'm seeing your shifts haven't changed. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I'm seeing you grow in that role, but like you're watching me have to like shift into different. What I mean?
Yeah, and finding the time doing stuff. It's tough, man. It's tough even trying to find time for this, even as of recently too. But you know, we finally made it here. Feels really good, and you know, like going forward too. We're excited for like the project going forward and all the things we have planned, the people that we want to get on, and just like kind of what we want to turn this into. It's like one of those things, you know. We always get asked, "What's the podcast about?"
Right.
You know, what do y'all talk about? And it's, I mean, if you've watched, you know, it's a lot of things. It's mostly about life. Kind of thought about it. It's almost like a coming of age, but for, you know,
In a way, I mean,
but like not coming of age as in like teenage years, more of like a coming into yourself. I think would be.
I would agree with that. In a lot of ways, we've still kind of been kind of like on the journey of coming into ourselves. I mean, only recently do I feel like both of us have kind of started to like enamor in our own shine. You know what I mean? Like actually like start to see our own shine. I think a lot of people have always told you or told me that we've got something that not a lot of people have, but none of us. I don't think either one of us really appreciated it for ourselves or each other. I think I've always seen it in you, and you've maybe always seen it in me.
Yeah.
But it's both of us have had the conversation of like, I don't know if I see it in
Yeah,
myself.
I would definitely say I'm finally starting to come into myself a lot more mature
Right.
a little bit and actually get on my stuff. It is crazy though, finally being able like to do that, and that's what like I think that's a good thing though too. Is like we're taking that journey, and that's what we've wanted this whole time too, is to be able to take that journey with the audience. You know,
Right.
is kind of
It is a bit of a documentation our journey while also like allowing ourselves to be imperfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I've wanted it to be like as from the beginning. I've always wanted it to be something to where, you know, the audience can relate, or like whoever's watching can relate, and it does be on this thing together, and because that's all life is. It's like when you meet your friend, like when you meet someone who's your friend, you know, and like in there you just meet anybody and you kind of relate to them. It's like you realize we're all on this thing together.
Yeah.
No matter what the circumstances, like we all kind of want to feel a connection in a way. I think we have lost that a lot, especially, you know, with socials and
yeah,
just the phones and TV,
But that is why
escapism in general.
I mean, but also to add what you're saying, like that is why we started this, is because of really even the things that we found, which is like the ability to connect with one another, even though life is so crazy, and we have to, while living together, have to like see each other maybe once a day. You know what I mean? Like for less than an hour, like because of our conflicting. Shit, once a day is almost lucky at this point. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you're asleep half the time by the time
and you're
I
asleep
get home.
half the time. I'm either
Leaving.
or at work type shit by the time I'm home. I mean, and it's tough, and it's not like that great because like whenever you're living with your best friend, you know what I mean. It sounds fun. It sounds like you're always gonna be things together. Reality, like both that doesn't have anything to do with how much you connect with each other. You have to like still work.
You-
Us doing this has been us working for that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and I'd say it's also tough because it's just like life in general. Like as I've gotten older, even just recently in the past few months, it's been the type of situation where I don't really go out as much anymore. I'm not really doing
Right.
making plans in general a lot more difficult.
Right.
So I mean, it's you would think like, oh, you live with somebody, it's easier. Like it's still the same, you know. You still gotta make that like.
Oh no, yeah. Like whenever I tell people like what I pay for rent, they're like, "Holy fuck," you know what I mean? It's like, yep, I have a roommate and we live in a bad part of town. But
Relatively though,
I mean, we're fine, but
I think it's starting to get gentrified. Not
It's
not to
starting
not to.
it's not that gentrified.
It's I feel like it's becoming more though.
Parts of it, I guess. I don't want to get into it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Fuck that
yeah,
shit.
okay.
But what I'm saying is that relatively we don't have it that bad. I mean,
Yeah, no,
bills wise, like it could be a lot worse for people our age. Like a lot of people we know are getting fucked by their complexes, their housing rentals, or whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, we're got some blessings on that end, but
Yeah, no, for sure.
we do have plans to move to Austin at some point in the near future. So I mean, we do have to start financially planning for that.
100%.
And also understanding that the market out there is not fun.
No.
It'll be fun to live out there, but market is our pockets are gonna hurt for a little bit.
Oh, without a doubt. But what I was gonna say
we'll
is
be
like
fine.
valuing like time now. And
Oh,
like,
dude.
it's just valuing just yeah. I mean, it has become a completely different story than before. It's just
I mean,
valuing
yeah,
like each thing that I do now. It's just like okay, if I have to do here, like even just driving now, I'm like okay, that's a 20-minute drive.
right.
So the 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back. That's like before I was like I don't give a fuck.
Dude, you're saying 20 minutes, dude. I drive 45 minutes to work.
That's
and then-
true.
and it's an hour back because of traffic.
That's like 2 hours out of your day.
That's
Just commute.
easily 2 hours of my day because I typically, even though it's a 45-minute drive, I typically leave about an hour before because I know there's gonna be traffic.
Yeah.
And it's gonna push me back a little.
So
bit.
there's a lot of people I'm sure who can relate to that. You know, it's like
Yeah.
not only 2 hour commute, but the prep time before that. You know,
Oh,
like
dude.
an hour before.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's
I
really.
wake up at 5 to be at work at 7:30.
I say this hour prep time before you go to work, an hour decompression time after
Yep.
work. That's a 4 hour block of
Oh,
time
dude.
where you're not really
Think about
doing
it this
anything.
way: if you wake up even just like at the perfect amount of time to like in 15 minutes get all your shower shit, shave, dressed, out the door type shit, no breakfast, and you make it to work on time. You know what I mean? So like in that 15 minutes, you gotta be at work. Say at 8 o'clock. You wake up 15 minutes before work, or I'm sorry, 15 minutes before you gotta be there. You live 15 minutes away, so you wake up at 7:30. You know what I mean? You get off at 6, and you live 15 minutes away. Say you gotta go grocery shopping. You know what I mean? Like you are waking up, and this is waking up late. This is waking up late for work, rushing your ass out the door. You are waking up, not getting back to your house for a full like 12 hours, and that's if you don't go to the gym. That's if you don't go see some friends or family. That's if you don't go do some like fun thing like a bar. You know what I mean? Um, that's 12 hours of your day, and what you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep to have a healthy. Well, some people live off of 6, and I'm with that. I mean, I have to. I go to sleep late, and I wake up at 5. So, I mean, late at this point is even 11. You know what I mean? It used to be fucking 2, and now that's kind of getting back to what we're talking about. As we're aging, we're valuing time a little, having these different phases of like what we're doing. Like we used to go out all the time, so that we're out till 2. The bar's closed. We're getting home 3 because we're going food or some shit.
Now,
Which means you
realistically,
going to sleep at 3:30. Means you
that's
wake
being generous. It was
right.
We get out of the bar at 2. People
Correct.
coming over. We're hanging out. It was 4 or 5
Exactly.
o'clock in the morning. You get into sleep at 6.
being generous. But what I'm saying is that like that's a different life. They stopped paying attention a while ago. That shit's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is like it is interesting how that works, but it's valuable. I think in the way that like have a different perspective. You know what I mean? I think about it this way. It's like that kind of like not that part of my life is over, but I no longer require it. You know what I mean? Like I no longer like desire going, not something to look forward. birthday, then fuck yeah, I'm down to like party and like get drunk and shit like that. But it's not like I'm no longer like it's Monday. I should go play darts at Molly's and get drunk. You know what I mean? Like I have moved past. I have moved past that point in my life.
Hey, that used to be every Monday.
You think that's stupid, bro? Every Tuesday we used to go to Hugh and Jeff's and get free beer.
No, it was every Monday we were going to what's that place that had the wings?
Pigpen.
No,
Wait, no.
No. It was it's that place in Kima. Place in Kima.
Fucking Cabo.
No. It was the ones with the wings. They had the half price pitchers. It was like the fucking.
What are you talking about?
It's like
Talking about T-Bone Tom.
T-Bone Toms.
Right.
Dude, every Monday. So look, every Monday they had like $3 half pitchers and $6 full pitchers
Of beer.
of beer, like domestics, and then fucking 60 cent wings or 69-cent wings, half price pitcher beers. Tuesdays you go to Hugh and Jeff's. Wednesdays was 75-cent Wells at Union. Then Thursday we would figure something out, and then it's Friday, so it's the weekend, baby. Let's go. Yeah,
Literally, dude.
yeah. So I mean, we were basically doing something every day of the week.
But what
But
I'm
like-
trying to say is we were doing that for a long time, and like
But we had no plan. You know what I mean? We were just like, fuck it, dude.
yeah.
Why
But
not?
what I was kind of getting to is that like I no longer like whenever somebody's like let's do that, I gotta want to do that now. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
no longer like fuck it.
I have more of a routine now, more things I want to do. Like so.
Exactly.
And, you know,
I value like my free time a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
I have a rough day at work and I have the next day off, like I'm valuing sleeping in that day. Fuck off.
Yeah, no.
Don't hit me. My
Sh-
phone's dead.
real shout out to the people who work 12, 13-hour shifts every day, bro.
Dude,
That's
I mean,
brutal.
but again, that's a different like it's like an adjustment. You know what I mean? It's like this phase. It's a phase that you kind of like step into. Like, cause I mean, I was just at Robbie's house the other day. It's not like,
Oh, he's used to it, yeah.
but what I'm trying to say is he's not like a subhuman. You know what I mean? He's not like the different type
no, your
of
body-
person. He's just on a schedule.
Yeah, no, I've been
It's like it's just adjusting to a schedule. You
I'm
know what I
almost
mean?
done with 5 a.m. club right now, and like that's one of the things it says is basically like your brain is very flexible. It's like
Yeah.
a sponge too,
Yeah.
like you know. So like it could, like you
The
can
neuroplasticities.
basically.
The neuroplasticity.
So if you keep, what does that sound like? Why does
I
that?
don't know.
That sounded like.
I
No, I was thinking more Red Hot Chili Peppers. Neuroplasticities, like fucking just like. But nah, it's crazy to think about. Like basically, if you do something for 2 months, 2.5 months straight, just over and over again, it just becomes your body just becomes used to it. You become used to it. It gets a
Extrapolate
habit.
that, so like then like it's just, and then that's another like a conversation of like perception. You know what I mean? Like you extrapolate that to 2 years, 15 years, to 20 years. Like the fact that we're 26 years old doesn't really make that much sense. It doesn't feel like 20 have passed. You know what I mean? When you look back on time, it's short forward. 26 years in the future feels. I don't even know how to get there.
Yeah.
But 26 years in the past feels like it hasn't been that long.
No.
So like the activity have perception on time. I mean like, and that's kind of like what we were kind of wanting to get into. Well, it was finding purpose while you're living now, understanding that you have a past that has brought you to have to find purpose in aspect purpose past there, but that doesn't mean present. And
Yeah,
you do
enjoying
have to
the
find
moments.
purpose in your present as well.
Being grateful, being thankful, you know, like I'd say right now is the wealthiest I've ever been. Not necessarily financially, but honestly, kind of,
Financial
bit
wealth
financially.
is
but like not that. Like I have
Right.
so many beautiful people around me. Like it's literally insane. I couldn't be more thankful. And, you know, I am finally getting my stuff together where I'm able to do the things that I want. And, you know, it is finding that purpose, you know, finding something you enjoy and just doing it, just trying these things out. And I think it's awesome because all of you who are watching now, all of you who have watched, like y'all are kind of on this journey with us as well
Right.
of us figuring ourselves out. Like hopefully, like y'all are figuring yourselves out, or you already have it figured out, or you know, you could be like just trying to figure little things out. You know, like
right.
those everyday little intricacies, like you said, like waking up earlier, or like you might have a kid and trying to balance that time between your child, your loved one, I mean your significant other, your child, your job. Like one of my friends right now, dude. So she's a mother. It's Krista.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't have to.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I
that's
didn't have to. Sorry.
Fuck it.
But, yeah. Sorry, but I
It
just want to
doesn't
give. I
matter.
want to give her flowers, like for the sense, like
Oh,
she's a mom. She works like
Well, then
6
you
days a
shouldn't be saying
week,
sorry
and
if you're
she's still
giving her
she's still
flowers.
promoting. She's still promoting. Well, I was
Yeah.
like, sorry. I was like, I didn't
You
know
shouldn't
because
give her.
you were saying
say
like
sorry.
she-
I just meant have to blast you. You could have just said one of my friends, but
No,
like
yeah, I wasn't blessed. It was just
I
like
didn't
in the
know
sense,
what
yeah,
you
yeah,
were
yeah,
gonna say.
Yeah. And like,
There you
and
go.
she still like helps promote, and she's like a manager of this. They're starting to throw shows and stuff like that now too.
Right.
I'm like, hell yeah, dude, do your fucking shit. Like that's a hustler. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a hard job, and finding that balance for anyone. And I know it
Yeah.
could be exhausting. It's tough, but like when you're doing what you want and you're trying to find way in life, it becomes that. Being an adult can be a beautiful thing. It's exhausting, but
Right.
it can be a beautiful thing once you learn how to manage kind of all.
But that's
you know?
that's the key point is learning how to manage it. Like a certain level, it's a choice. You know, and you have to make that choice yourself. No one's gonna make it for you, and at the end of the day, you're the only person that's gonna like reap the consequences of not making.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's hard to make that choice every day. It's hard to wake up and feel responsible and want to go to the gym and want to wake up, want to do that you're supposed to do. Like all of those, they're relatively they're easy things to accomplish, but they're hard to get yourself. And
Yeah.
so, at a certain level, it's this consistent battle with yourself that you have to be willing to consistently fight.
And that there was also it's part of that, and it's also I think while we're all figuring this out, I think nowadays especially given so much, dude, everything's political or like it's like I don't want this or this that or like it's always something about something you don't like or like somebody has a different view of you, so it's a problem. But the thing is like we're all human, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all not gonna agree with each other. That's just
Right.
human nature. But we can still all understand we're human at the end of the day and make light of like darker situations. And like that's kind of what we try to do as well is like understand that life is tough. Life is hard for a lot of us. Like
Yeah.
the majority of us are going through shit every day. And like for us to kind of always focus on these negative things that like separate us, we should start, actually finding these do bring us joy or things that we do have in common, things that we can build off of, things like
And that's not
like
to
helping
say
people
that,
through tragedies or finding like the comedy and some things that might
Right.
be a little bit sad to like bring joy to these moments.
and that's not to say you should like take away from some of the things that do need to be discussed or do need to be talked about that aren't so positive. You know what I mean? But it is to say that you should shine where the light should. We should have our news cycle shouldn't be run by a fucking political system or just like gun violence. You know what I mean? Like the only thing people see all day is just hatred towards each other, and it's a vicious cycle. But
It is. It is. I just wanted to reply one time before we move on. It is a vicious cycle. We should show more love. We should actually try to help people out as much as we can and collaborate.
okay, well, fuck yeah, I think we should too. But realistically speaking, can only
Just
control
a-
we can
Hey,
control.
do what you can. Make the small. It's the small wins, people. It's the small wins. It's the little things. Work within your community and do what you can, people.
I'm saying, do what you can.
Do what you can,
control
little
what you
by
can
little.
control, but
It-
that's about it.
One man can change the world. All right.
Well,
on to the next
on
thing.
to the next thing.
We're gonna bring on fucking one of our good friends,
Fucking dude, he's fucking
bass player of Soulway,
the one and only.
creator, co-create.
Aj.
I don't know what you co-CEO, creator. I don't know what the bang of a band is. Woo!
The co-CEO of the band.
He's the co-chairman,
Oh, you're the co-CEO. You already said it, bro.
co-chairman
Step over that wire.
of
Watch the wire.
Soulway, AJ.
Watch the wire. Aj is in the building, everybody. Everybody. Aj is in the building. What?
It's water is sober juice. You're gonna want to come close to the mic though. So I would just sit in the high chair. dude.
I was like, what?
Sit in the or should he sit in the small chair?
Wherever you want to sit. Wherever
You're a rock star, dude.
Wherever's comfortable, brother.
You're like the energy or the games. Rock star. You're like Nickelback right now. You're a rock star. You're like Dimeback. Not Daryl. You don't want to be like him either. Yeah, you don't want to be him either. That's not.
Do you want to be Pennyback?
You're a dollar back.
Quarterback?
Dollar back, dude.
You
My
could be a
boy, AJ.
quarterback.
All right. Settle down. Hey, don't worry about them. They'll have their shine. We're focusing on
Wait,
AJ.
is that why they named their band Nickelback?
Why?
Because it's like a fifth of a quarterback. Because none of them made the league or some shit. I don't know. I'm just
All right.
fucking high.
How you doing today, AJ? You're gonna want to talk a little bit louder. I know. It's
Wait,
his
are
first time on a
you
podcast.
watching his levels?
Oh, I didn't even. Honestly, I didn't even press record.
You're
We're
a
recording now.
fucking dickhead. How
We
about
got
that? I told you to
AJ.
record earlier. Like, I'm gonna start it when
Alright,
he
hello,
comes
hello.
on.
I'm AJ from Soe.
AJ.
Hi guys, my name's AJ. I play bass in a band called Soe. I have never done a podcast before, so sorry for all my newbiness. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Nah, dude,
But,
fuck that.
Yeah, we love newbies, dude.
Don't
We-
apologize.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I appreciate it. You know what I mean, having me on and everything. And I appreciate the show too. Honestly, really looking forward to that. That's gonna be really fucking cool. Honestly.
Yeah,
Dude,
On a
fuck
podcast,
yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming on.
yeah.
Yeah,
You just
thank
had band
you.
practice today, right?
Yeah, I just came back from that. Kind of tired, sweaty. I feel like. Sorry.
You excited?
But whatever, you know.
You excited
we're
for
doing this
y'all's
anyway,
performance?
man. We're doing this.
You've had a couple performances in the past,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you have
yeah.
someone.
Done a lot of performances, man. We would just and obviously, you know, had a little bit of a break. Coming back pretty strong from that, honestly, with a little bit different of a lineup and.
How's the show with Psycho Stick? I know you performed.
That show was actually really, really fun, man. Psycho Stick and Gade and Urizen, and those guys are really, really awesome. It was a really, really good experience to go and play that show. Scout bars are really sick. Need to play. Always love playing there. So that was fun.
Shout out to Scout Bar.
Yeah, shout out to Scout Bar, for real.
But
Yeah.
okay, so I wanted to ask you, what got you into playing music? Did you start on your own? Did you have inspiration of somebody getting you into it, or like where did your inspiration come from?
So honestly, I had a group of friends that were already kind of like in a whatever, and I was just kind of like sitting with their practices, whatever. And I was into like the genre. I mean, I was just
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Oh,
I know you.
my bad. My bad.
Sorry.
my bad.
Sorry. Yeah, no,
you're
you're good. You're
good.
good. I'm just.
You're fine.
My bad, bro.
We're good.
But yeah, I had a group of friends that were they were in a band already, so I would always go in and sit in on their practices and everything. And I was already dude. Sorry, man. But I would always go in and sit in on the practices, and I was already into the music. I love metal, whatever, hardcore, all that shit. Obviously, listen, like, you know, like a whole lot of like much other shit, you know. But yeah, I like metal and everything, so I was like always, you know, chilling, and ended up just having a band with my own homies because they were also like musicians, a drummer and a
Oh, hell yeah.
guitarist. They were just like.
And these are
on their
people like
own, yeah.
that you went to school
Yeah,
with?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I've known these guys for like a few years, whatever.
That's
we
when
were
you
in high
became the
we were in high
CEO.
school.
That's when you became the
CEO.
co-CEO.
The
Co-CEO.
front office.
I
Or
can't take all credit.
fucking-
Well, yeah, he
whatever.
has 50% of the
Top
CEO
floor,
credit.
front office.
Yeah,
Corner
no.
off.
Corner.
front office.
Corner.
Nah, it's definitely
Okay, AJ to
it's
the
definitely
front
a
office,
full
please.
hands on deck, man. All hands on deck type deal.
Fuck yeah,
You
dude.
try to keep it that way, you know, because it's hard to push without that. You know?
I get that. I mean, so you said you're a bass player. Did you
Yeah.
ever play any other instruments?
So I mean, like.
Skin
I
flute.
had, you know.
That's fine.
I swear we did not set that up, and I did not know he had that loaded in his chamber.
You know.
If it was anyone else, I'm sorry. It was
I
AJ.
did not know he had that loaded in his chamber.
Yeah,
That was good. That was great. That was great, actually.
This hoe says skin flute.
All right.
God
Anyway,
damn.
it was good.
But I mean, I've dabbled into like drums before, you know, whatever. I have like a little bit of a mind of how like drums work, so I can pretty shit. I obviously can't play like perfect. But I'm obviously not like a drummer at all by any means. But I mean, I kind of have a decent mind around how should be what to do in the pocket type shit, whatever.
He's a quarterback. Not to be confused with Nickelback. He's good in the pocket, baby.
Wow. All right. Well.
All right.
Co-quarterback. Right
He is the co-quarterback.
All right. So, I mean that it's really cool, being able to do what I do, whatever. Being in a band and shit.
Fuck it.
That's one way to say
So
that.
now,
Okay,
I heard you just swapped out your drummer. How is that?
No, let's kill that.
Actually. Yeah. Well.
Not actually.
Yeah.
Oops. Cat's out the bag.
Adam 22. What is going on right now?
I was just gonna say.
That was
Controversy.
I mean, this won't be released for a while, so.
Yeah, that was on some. No. Oh, okay. Is this live or anything?
No.
No.
Oh, cool. Then no. Okay. We haven't talked to him about.
Oh no.
But no, we haven't.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're a dickhead.
My bad. We'll cut that.
We
We'll
can
cut that.
cut that.
We'll cut that.
I'm not about to tell you.
All right. Well,
He is a
anyway.
dick, but you're nice for saying that he's not.
All right. So going through dealing with the band and stuff, just going forward. Shit.
All right. Getting back to where we were. When you guys formed this band, did you guys kind of think that you were going to be performing, or did y'all just kind of start it as like a jam band type of thing? Like, where did y'all's viewpoint on the band start from, and like where has it gone to this point?
To be honest, I mean, like, I just kind of like picked up an instrument, not really even knowing what I was doing, to be real, and I, just kind of fucked
Just
around.
trying to like jam with the boys type shit.
Yeah,
He's always been good with his fingers.
Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, nah, sorry.
That was good. That was great.
Nah, man. Nah, but yeah, no, he is also, for those of you who don't know, Solway is the headlining band for Homie Fest too, so that's exciting.
Oh, you guys
y'all
are
headlined before?
We have headlined like, once, twice maybe. Like, we just genuinely like hop on shows that are kind of bigger than us,
Which is good.
So
He's
it's
modest.
like, we
Recognition.
can fucking, honestly, like, yeah, it's better for like growth and everything. Cause like, I mean, I don't want to be the biggest band on the bill most of the time, just because, it's setting up is a kind of a bitch, yes, and also, I mean,
I thought you were talking about like
all
setting up a
the
bitch,
most you have to look forward to is like your own crowd, your own draw, which is like something that I guess comes with a certain point of growth, which is not where we're at yet. So we definitely try to always like be with like on bills with bigger artists and everything, just work with promoters. Getting cool with them, and that's really all that, like, you can really do as an artist, trying to, like, get on, like, cool shows with people in your genre, just meet people that book the shows,
Do you have, like, connections with the headliners on the shows that you're on, or is it more of a, like... Or is it case by case?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like,
Yeah.
a venue could honestly, like, if you're, like, a local band or whatever, like, if it's, like, a pretty cool venue that's, like, local/national shows type shit, like Scottsboro, like different places like that.
How long have you been doing this?
As a like playing.
Yeah, how long have you been in a band? Like just in a band playing?
Well, we founded the band in 2014.
Yeah, so it's been like
Yeah.
one of the
Oh,
hardest.
that's
Like,
almost
But when we were
a decade, bro.
founded the band, it was legit like garage band.
Right.
yeah,
We were just fucking around,
Now
trying to like do whatever we could. Pretty much, we're just like. I mean, obviously, every kid has their aspirations, but, like, you have that logical aspect also that's kind of like, we could go far, but probably not type shit, so we just like, have fun with it.
But as
like,
you grow, I think, like, that logical aspect becomes logical in the way that, like, everybody can make it
exactly.
as long as
and
they
you
do
realize,
the right
exactly,
things.
you realize that
People have done the right Why can't you?
it's a business.
exactly.
You gotta have that business mindset.
You refine your craft,
Correct.
And you realize like over time, like, oh shit, if I take myself more seriously, maybe other people take myself. Me more serious.
And also to a degree, it's not necessarily about, like you said, being the number one, something like that. It is more so to you about improving your craft,
Yeah.
performing better.
Yeah, exactly. All about the
your
performance.
way, in your mind. You know, because like
Good and
you-
good recordings, killing performances. That's all that like I care about.
while
Really.
you're on stage, you're seeing the reactions of are experiencing what you're.
Mhm.
So like you don't want to perform something that you wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I don't. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it is. My bad. Whenever you're
No, you're good.
creating something, any type of creative, of any type of craft, whenever you're doing what you do, you don't want to create anything that's subpar to your own standards by any means. Obviously, like you said, there's those beginning stages to any craft where you're not where you would envision someone who's good at your craft would be, but
Right.
and like you refine yourself to be that.
Right.
Any creative has that ability, and anybody has the ability to be creative of any kind.
But I mean, like
Yeah.
so like not to bring up like a fucking Joe Rogan shit or whatever, but like
Hit me with it, bro.
just
Fuck
thinking
it.
about like in the world of like martial arts, like even a
Ooh.
level 10 black belt still gets sunned by another person. There's
Sometimes,
just
dog.
levels to your very
Mm.
have flaws
Humbling
and things
moments.
Yeah.
and things to improve on necessarily. That's not, obviously yes, humbling moments, but what I'm saying is there's never not something on. So like there are people that do get comfortable, and there are people that kind of get complacent in the talents that they do have. There are also the people that rise above, and maybe not naturally skilled at whatever they want to do, but finding the work and the work ethic in themselves to be.
Exactly.
And that's inspiring, man. You know what I mean? Like it takes a lot of energy to not only see that in yourself, but also put the work in, the dedication every day. Hey, fuck that, I gotta go practice. Fuck that, I gotta write this fucking song.
Yeah,
Fuck
dog.
that, I gotta work on this shit.
This shit don't make itself happen, man.
Exactly.
I like our studio though. Studio's pretty
bro.
solid.
Thank
too.
you, man. I love our studio,
Yeah.
bro. Shout out to Band Barracks, bro. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, Bansberg is sick.
Bro.
That's gonna be in the video, right?
Yeah. Their studio is where we actually
Shot that video.
shot
right?
the video.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
video
like the video may not be the highest quality, but
yeah,
you
but
know what I
who
mean.
cares?
They
It's
we
like
fucking
it's like
killed.
a fuck it thing,
We
We just
did
like,
it.
all
It was
right, cool.
fun.
3 of us are there. Fuck it. Let's just do this shit real quick, bang it out.
But also, I was gonna ask, what's been like one of the biggest, like over these past 10 years, almost coming up on a decade. Honestly, congratulations for continuously doing it. It's fucking hard to stick with something that long. Ask anybody. I know a lot of people who like, I'm gonna do this, start, and then 2 months later quit.
Yeah, dude.
So I mean, what's like been a big struggle for you? Something that's like, I'm sure there's times where you're like, man, maybe I should just fucking fuck this bullshit. Tired of it, but the love for it, you just keep going. But
yeah, I mean, there's definitely moments, where you feel like kind of gassed out, and you feel like you don't feel like you're in a position to be gassed out, but you're gassed out nonetheless. You know what I mean? And you're like, well, fuck, and you're just sitting there like, well, fuck.
Right.
And yeah, and so like the whole time that you're kind of like dealing with whatever problem it may be, because there's a lot of problems that you could be dealing with in your band that make you want to like kind of like quit or whatever. Be it like being tired of like feeling like maybe I guess input is unbalanced, or like you don't have the traction that you like want, or like egos. There's a lot of just different things, Yeah.
Cole's like, I
have dealt with all three very recently.
Yeah, those are huge problems, man.
Because those are the biggest problems that most people have, is what Cole said, right? That's what you said. And okay. Okay.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
And do you think that kind of is like across the board with most like group musicians? You know what I mean? Even like outside of like the genre that you guys are.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not making enough money.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I mean,
Yeah. Exactly. Mm.
That makes sense.
A lot of people
yeah,
don't really want-
exactly. Whenever you got, if you got a bunch of motherfuckers on a raft and someone's not paddling, they're dead weight, dog. You know, like shit doesn't work out.
That's fair.
It is tough because it's like, I mean, I would agree with just like
And it's got to be tough.
every craft. Yeah, it's like if you have someone who doesn't want it, you know, it's like fuck. When the rest of you like, let's fucking do this, and one person's slacking.
You can't find yourself with your thumb up your ass, twiddling your, you know. Fucking
Where are you getting these quotes from? Like, where are you pulling these quotes from?
Exactly, dog. Like,
Why
just
are
fucking-
we all got analogies for this exact moment? This is like the fourth analogy for this
If you're
specific
hogtied with
situation.
your hands behind your back
If you're hogtied, you got your hands behind your back, and it's R. Kelly's
and a bottle
fault.
rocket up your ass, you know what I'm saying?
R. Kelly did that shit.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man.
Thank you, AJ, for coming on the show. We loved having you. We do love having you. This is definitely not over.
Yeah, we definitely still got more.
Definitely got a lot
This
more
is
going.
another-
No, dude, I
AJ, you
appreciate
can
this
honestly
shit,
stay
dude.
there if you want, and
Yeah.
We
Cole's
want
gonna
to
come on and
introduce
ask us
our
questions.
bitch ass friend Cole,
Cole's coming on. Woo!
who's back again
can-
for I think his fourth episode.
We can share this mic, whatever.
What?
Third? No.
You want to fit in there?
I thought
Well,
the
you're
third
gonna
one
have to
was with you and
stand.
Wynn. I
Or
thought,
sit-
yeah, so this is 4.
There's definitely pull out chairs somewhere, but you can ask. I'm gonna use the restroom. Restroom break. We also got to get these wings set up too.
God damn it.
Restroom-
Daniel,
no,
I
no,
just
don't
had
stop
him
it.
sit down. Well, no, I'm not going to stop it. But are you going to the restroom?
Yes.
Okay, go to the fucking restroom.
I'm gonna go to the restroom. Also, we gotta get these wings set up. Hey, just real quick, I'll introduce this before I go. We'll do this. So we got these hot sauces. We're gonna get asked questions.
All right,
We're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go through. We got the Rick and Morty hot sauces. I read the reviews and they supposedly taste like shit.
But
and
we're
they're
going
not
to eat
good.
them, baby.
We're gonna do it anyways because we hate ourselves. But
and
for
we love
flavor
you.
and for heat, we actually have 2 more sauces here. The Bravado Spice Co. I don't know if they're
Oh
good
yeah,
or
he
not, so
didn't
I'm not
mention.
really-
Sorry, he didn't mention it. They not only do they suck, they all are also not hot.
Alright,
They're
not that
not
hot
hot
yet.
sauces.
Well, they might
I
be.
literally just got so disappointed.
No, not
I
these, not
just
these.
got so
Not
disappointed.
I
these.
mean,
The-
we're
the
gonna
Rick and
find
Morty
out.
ones.
We're gonna find out. Obviously, it was from a review.
We'll
So
give
we're
our
gonna
own
try
reviews.
'em,
We'll give our own reviews.
But that
This
review
is like
said
the Harry
that
Potter
these
jelly
are
beans.
horrible and
Probably.
they
Oh,
are
those are
not
so
hot.
bad.
So we'll find out.
But we have a pineapple and habanero,
So we got 2 hot ones and 2 good ones.
and then a ghost pepper and blueberry. So
We're in there. It's not hot ones. It's Rick and fucking fine ones.
freaking not ones. All right, I'm gonna go take this
Not
bathroom.
ones. That's the one. That's
gonna take
what-
this bathroom
that's
break.
what it is.
Sauces that are like the worst hot sauce. I mean, look at them.
I hope I expect because what I expect is for this to be fucking horrible.
You hope what?
That I, I hope that it's horrible. Quentin, take a seat. I'll in the restroom, and then you guys can It's Goosey Lucy. Oh wait, that. Oh yeah, I know that.
Okay.
The bitch is. Well, really, it's not fucked. It's just that these arms built to support these heavy ass mics. But we have some Rode mics in our budget, so those are coming after we get the camera switcher.
I must say, I can handle
Camera
really
switcher!
spicy hot sauce. I don't know how well I will handle really nasty hot sauce.
That's the one.
Like
yeah.
I eat ghost pepper
This is the
sauce
one I'm
on
not
a regular
excited-
basis. Yeah,
The
not
one
a
I'm
big
really
deal.
not-
Like not a big deal.
This is the one I'm really not excited for because it's like kind of clear looking, and that doesn't look very saucy. This one is kind of
That
scary.
one looks boogery.
It looks very boogery.
That looks like I don't want to have presupposition. I looked at.
This one looks very boogery.
You know, I'm just like partially willing just because it's Rick and Morty.
I kind of feel like
Right.
it's not jalapeno. Jalapeno, bitch, dude. Jalapeno fucking Rick
Alright,
and
let's do
Morty
this. I
hot
have-
sauce, dude.
Have low expectations. Let's do this. Put your sauces in order. Don't fuck it up.
But wait, there's only wait. Which 4 are we doing?
The 4 hotter ones. Don't do the 2 little bitch ones.
We were told
This one
that
looks
none of
boogery,
them
dude.
were hot.
But it looks boogery.
Yeah.
It looks
Glad
boogery.
glad I have a beard.
Honestly, we could do. Now let's.
I would
We could do
like to
7. Let's
be-
do 7. 15.
I would like to be told the flavor of.
But actually, we could do all 8. We could do all 8 too.
Yeah, that's
Eight.
fair.
They gave us actually 17. They always took it. Honestly, Wingstop always gives you extra.
Stop does it.
Now, you open all of them? You got to open? All right, let's just do all of them. We're going to do all of them. We'll review each one as we go. Yeah. 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 They gave us, we actually have a whole extra one. So you want to just do 6 a piece, 12. Oh, they'll review a couple. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Do you guys want a couple of?
Oh, you got your hair down.
Okay.
Aj got his hair down. Honestly, it looks good, dude. I like the hair down Aj. Hair down Aj looks fucking good.
Oh, I can go hair down.
Gotta go hair down.
Pull these out of here.
I'm pretty sure everyone's hair down.
Yeah, dude. Pull these out of here while I go hair down, dude.
Absolutely.
Get off.
Put all your shit on the thing.
Put my
Wait, keep
shit
'em
on
in
the
order.
thing,
Keep 'em in there
bro.
from least hot to most hot. I don't know what.
No, yeah.
Y'all are in for the ride here, so yeah. I know that like this isn't gonna be cut super professionally. Where it's we're not doing anything cut out. This is unfiltered. All just you're in this bitch. Sorry.
I've always wanted to do a sauce challenge. Hot sauce.
We don't need all that. I don't think. Do they need to see the sauces? Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll try it just because of that. I will try it just.
Play the game they came out with.
No, I haven't played that game.
Yeah. Oh, that game does look really good.
It's like had to finish it. Yeah, I was like, whenever it happened, I was like, shit.
Is it
And
one
I
of those
played the
games-
beginning of it, and I was like, okay.
One of those
well,
games
this
you
was
accidentally
cool.
got addicted
Honestly, it did look well made.
When
It
the
has the joke.
bosses are so good. Like, what was the last game you played that was a boss based? Metroid.
Dude. Okay, Metroid is.
That's a
Metro.
good example of it. It was
get-
like that.
can
It
I
was like,
get
oh, every boss was
A peanut
like,
for that.
next one is because there was.
Yeah, they're all like themed.
Said
like,
Metro.
the
I was like
boss and
Metro.
then
I was like,
you
can I
get
get some peanut for that?
like the big,
But
like
it's-
all the small menus with
Yeah.
bigger.
And
Like
it's
this
all
one.
comedic because your guns talk to you.
Oh, dude.
Like
okay,
every
so
gun has a brain on its own.
You can reach him. Can you just? I got him in order. I got him in order.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That is kind of.
Do it left to right, least hot to most
Just
hot.
sauce it.
What do you mean? Put them on the plate. Put it on. What do you mean? The mango. I mean, these are obviously going to be probably hotter than even the hottest ones. So
Those two
like,
last.
yeah. Got like a whole hot one set up, just like a shittier version, like our
Just
own
a much
little.
shittier version of
our
the hot
own-
wing
Doesn't
setup.
have to be better.
Oh.
Are they? You guys set them up.
Honestly,
We
I
did,
think it's
in
very
hindsight,
fitting.
make the-
This is very in the basement esque podcast, fucking Hot Ones episode. Basically, like a rip off, shitty. We made
special
our-
episode.
we made
It's
our
not like we're
own
making
sauce
our whole
recipe.
show off of this. Having fun with this.
Look, you have to get the top. The tops Scrape the top, and then it'll. Yeah. You remember which order? Yours is the third one, right?
That's it. The third. Those are good. They're already open.
That's the first one. So Josh, you have the third one. He has the third one. He has the first one.
I have it in order.
He has the first one.
No. Here.
Oh, okay, cool. Guys are in for the ride.
Confused.
These look like shit. I'm gonna be real honest. They look like these are not good. These sauces.
I'm really
don't
not
look-
excited for this. I feel like we're really punishing ourselves more than anything.
All right.
That's one way
I
of
can
putting
take
it.
the punishment.
Hold on.
Mark
Here we
my
go.
word.
Mark my word.
Here you go. Gotta just do the sauces in order.
Okay, so not everyone have to try every sauce.
No. I
Kinda
mean,
like
No, it's
I don't. We don't have enough wings for everyone to try
okay,
every
so
sauce.
Everybody's gonna just have to try their sauce.
We're gonna select some
Hand it.
sauces and we'll do them in order here of heat, but we'll select.
We'll let
who
y'all
wants to
try
go.
the first two sauces. How about that? I'm putting them in order.
I think the Mr. Basic sauce is. I don't know why I feel
Wait,
that way, but I just think
order,
he's
that was
kind of a
the-
bitch.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know. Like we should do.
I got it. I'm a
This one-
genius.
alright,
I'm a
let's just
genius.
Have to have
Alright.
containers.
Here we go.
Shot glasses for this.
Which one is that?
Red pepper hot sauce. It has Morty on the front and looks silly, very silly. All right, Mr. Meeseeks. This one's gotta suck. Habanero hot sauce. I mean, it sounds good, but it's
Smoking
gotta-
chipotle smells pretty good.
this way.
Are you going clockwise?
I'm going left to right.
I didn't. What the
Not-
fuck does that mean?
No, my sauces.
So
Oh,
you're
I
going
didn't
this
put them.
way?
I'm doing sauces. I'm dipping them.
You're not answering the question. You going clockwise with them or clockwise with them?
Clock and then you're
I'm not doing.
All right, I'm going clockwise.
I already went.
Get our organization.
I literally
'cause
just
Daniel
did
sucks
sauces left to
dick.
right. I literally just did sauces left to right. I didn't do. Honestly,
Get your ass in here.
I fucked up though, cause
We grab like.
I don't know. I'll just do my last two later. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Honestly, there's an extra. Should be an extra wing though. Where's the extra wing?
It's right.
All right, then. So one of y'all it's got that. Go for it. All right, you get the extra wing to Winton. All right. So what? Which ones are they taking then? Are we doing the last
We'll
couple?
figure it out after we sauce them.
All right. I just put my sauces on the plate.
All of them?
Yeah.
All 8?
Oh, I'm gonna do the last two. I'm gonna do the last two like last. Once I have more room on my plate.
Sauce all 8 of them. I feel like that's the best way to do it. I might be wrong.
I want to see how the two of you. These two different personalities really having two different reactions.
I'm pretty good with spice though.
The one that Josh is pouring now. The one that Josh is pouring now. What is that called, Josh?
Oh, I need to go back and smell.
What
it.
is this one?
This one is jalapeno.
Oh, okay. It looks like it's jalapeno. It kind of looks like jelly. It's very clear, and it looks like snot.
Honestly, the Del Fuego almost smells spicier than the other one.
So clear, and I don't know why. That's the third.
I just don't. I just don't trust Mr. Meeseeks, and I feel like that one's really gonna taste like way too confident.
Give me those two. Yeah, red peppers first. And the other one.
I'm gonna be 100% honest.
I actually love habanero.
Based off of smells alone, these sauces smell like shit. So I'm not having high hopes on
Your
flavor.
definition of shit,
Uh,
Do.
very clear.
poop.
One word. One word is my.
All right, you gonna go ahead and put these? I haven't put
Smells
these.
like it tastes like shit. By that I mean.
Here. Honestly,
You're not. Oh, I'm reaching all the way, and you're
I
like,
think we can find out. Did you pour your ghost pepper?
here. What?
Fuck. Pour your ghost pepper wing.
No.
it's hotter. What do you think
Oh,
is
the
hotter?
ghost pepper for sure is gonna be hotter. But look, how about this?
Did you fucking read
Here.
the bottle?
I'm gonna let AJ go for the first. I'm gonna get y'all do the first couple sauces. Josh has to give you one. Josh, give Cole the wing of the first sauce. Well, not yet.
Fuck.
If Josh gets it together over here.
Fuck you. How about that? What?
All right.
That's what I heard.
So
Said red people for
give
sure.
Cole the first wing. We'll let them do the first couple, and then we'll do the last. We'll do the last 6. Yeah.
What is this one called?
That's the
What is this one called that I have right now?
that's the red pepper.
This is the red pepper.
On the front of the bottle, just
Alright.
looking like he's tripping balls.
Nice.
Second one. That's the second one. I don't know. What's the second one?
Second one is habanero.
Okay, we'll get. What are y'all thinking of the red pepper? What are we getting? Flavor profile.
Pungent. Definitely.
Is it good?
Wait, you gotta get
I
close
mean,
to the
it's
mic.
not
You gotta get close to the
bad.
mic.
Not bad.
It's not bad. It's not necessarily good.
Okay, that's actually a good sign, I feel like.
So I mean, it's not like terrible to where I just want to get it out of my mouth. Terrible. No, it's like you said, pungent. So it kind of like hits that nasal cavity pretty quick. Hits that nasal pretty cavity, but it's like not exactly. It's
Did
like
you
it's
try it?
like
You
weirdly.
did your wing
It's like
too with
weirdly
that one,
flat.
Winton?
It's
So
like
Winton-
just a little bit of
Yeah,
like.
you tried it with the wing.
Yeah.
You thought it was bland?
Like spice.
Not good.
Yeah.
All right, boo.
That was possible.
Like legitimately
I
like
could
water and
give him
peppercorn.
give
like-
Cole the second one, and then we'll do the last 6.
Yeah. Like a watered down spicy.
What is this one right here? What
Okay.
is the second one?
And then you got the second.
They're going for habanero. They're going for hobby.
This is what is it? What habanero?
Habanero hot sauce.
All right.
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me, dude.
Fucked up. All my sauces meshed together.
I fucking told you.
Habanero.
dude.
Here we go.
Like tastier or more spicy or like
Less bad.
less bad. I think that's a good review. That's a good review right
This
there.
one has a little bit more actual.
Okay.
It tastes like they have spice. Don't get me wrong, it is not overwhelmingly spicy, but it tastes like the.
Nice.
Yeah, right. Like it
How about
lingers.
this?
The spice lingers just.
Did y'all try that one? We could have did like half bites and. Fuck it. Let's go for the third. We're
That
doing
would
this
have
one.
been way too hard.
All right, ask us a question, and then we're gonna answer it after we eat the wing. We're on the third one. This one's Del Fuego.
I don't know
Last
if y'all want,
questions?
or you got some other, whatever you want to do.
Daniel already win. If production costs weren't a factor, what's something y'all would bring to the podcast?
Definitely lighting. Lighting's a big factor that we've talked about a lot. Professional lights would be having more camera angles, the ability to clean them, and then if wasn't a factor, having higher.
Yeah, for sure, professional producer / like a Jamie-esque type of person. Look up shit, but I would also
I
say
wanted to do that.
We do want you to
we've
do
been wanting
that.
you to do it.
I would still like to do it.
That Del Fuego for sure tastes like fucking hot Taco Bell hot sauce. That's Taco Bell hot sauce. Not good.
Okay, wait.
But-
So are you saying you don't like Taco Bell hot sauce, or that the Fuego is not meeting expectations?
It's not meeting expectations. But also, I would say for the production question, I would also say like I've been wanting to get this thing for us where it switches camera, professional like screen type of thing to where we switch angles like that to where we're talking. It's not just we have to have one angle. We can get multiple angles. All right. So third question, we're going or third. Wait. Next sauce is the jalapeno, right?
Oh, that was the one we just did.
that we just did. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going jalapeno. We're gonna see what this one's like. So
I don't like how clear this one is. It looks like booger sauce.
yeah, we're gonna see what's up. All right,
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
go for it.
What's something besides talking? What's something besides talking you feel like you're better at, comfortable with after all the episodes?
Okay, something besides talking that we're more comfortable with, or
Low.
that's
Well,
talking.
I guess it's talking.
Right. I feel that.
Shit,
That's kinda
not
how I
fucking
feel
up.
too. Honestly, being
how
an
confident you
instrumental
were.
band and shit, I do all the talking pretty much for the band, like live, and it's like, man, I'm not really like a front man, but I mean, like someone's got to talk to the crowd, you know. So I just kind of like do that most of the time. But so
A salsa verde.
yeah,
It is
nice.
still like
What
It's the
flavor did y'all just try?
What's
jalapeno.
jalapeno?
The jalapeno one.
There's more spice to that one. A little bit.
Cover of the line?
It's Rick.
It's better. A little bit spicier. Still not great.
I would agree. Not really on this.
I think it was a little bit spicier. I got a lot on mine. But yeah, I would say like definitely like I'd say like we've gotten better at just like taking it more serious, and professional overall than what we fucking around all the time.
Still seems.
I don't.
It
I don't.
still comes across
organic,
like
yeah.
y'all are. Although I will say, taking this.
Yeah, we do.
I
That's
appreciate
kind of where
that.
we're going.
Taking yourself more seriously without being a dick, and it's
We
like
do want it
that's
to feel
all that
natural.
matters. You know?
We want it to be professional, but we want it to be natural. We don't want it. Kind of hard though, because it's like, how do you keep it still silly, lighthearted, fun, people engaged, but it's not at.
Exactly. You just
Steph-
learn your balance. You know, it
I feel like
takes time, but-
everyone, because a lot of people want that professional. You know, like why doesn't it look like these other? It's like because we're not fucking.
Not there yet, but we're gonna be if we keep doing this. You know, eventually, if we yeah.
So what-
Consistency is key.
What's
That's it,
smoking
that's it,
Chipotle?
dude.
Next question.
Wait, hold on. Something that I feel like I've gotten better at throughout the podcast that's not necessarily talking, like being able to express how I act out the process of the podcast. I have learned how to and how to. You know what I mean?
Would you say the podcast has broken down your barriers maybe a little bit with public relations and or speaking?
I've
Not
broken down
in-
his barriers.
Not entirely.
I'm kidding.
No, but in a way that like maybe you were more willing to just let conversation flow because you felt more comfortable.
I would say not as much as I would like, but yes, in a way. Like in a lot of ways, I have let go of a lot of like fear of failure type of things. You know what I mean? I've become a little bit more comfortable with
A dialogue specific.
in a dialogue specific
Manner?
way that I'm comfortable like making a fool out of myself situation as long as I'm taking a lesson away.
That's I mean I think that expanded on the original answer to.
Okay.
In a good way.
You're welcome, I think. I don't know.
Alright, so you're welcome.
Next question. We're smoking Chipotle.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question because I think I'm asking it on behalf of the other on the podcast. Particularly, if you could have any musical guest, who would it be and why? Specifically,
Any
individually.
musical guess?
Any musical guest you wanted, but
Gotta
also
pick-
why?
and
Not
we
your
gotta pick
favorite
di-
musical guest, but
And we gotta pick different
but,
ones.
You know, someone that just you think would be really interesting to talk to.
All right, talks with Taboo. All right,
Really?
Taboo. I'm getting Taboo on this bitch.
Nice one.
If I'm getting any musical guest on here, he's fucking a head ass. He's goofy. He's a comedian, and I mean he DJs and shit.
Who's this?
His name's Taboo, but he has his own podcast called Talks with Taboo. But I would definitely get him on here because I think it'd be interesting because he's very lighthearted. Have conversations about things. Like I think it could be a good episode if I got him. That's someone I hope to get on one day. Eventually, I think it's a very plausible one. Not so out of reach. It might be a little bit hard because he's busy, but want someone on. Right now,
Wait, did you
musical
say
artist.
ever? Dead or
Doesn't have to
alive?
be anyone reasonable. It can be like not that they are reasonable. Personally, I didn't know the artist, but that's not what I mean. But no, I wouldn't say anyone dead though.
Okay, so
maybe-
no one dead. That's what he
True.
said. I would say personally probably Kid Cudi. I mean, it feels kind of like generic for me to say that, but honestly, like the two concerts that I've gone to for him were both very like spiritual. Both of them were very, in my opinion, very nice. So I would say I would definitely enjoy getting to talk to him.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That one would be pretty sick. Yeah, Taboo would be a fucking fun. Honestly though, that last sauce a little bit spicier.
Was on the spicy
It did have a
side?
spicy, not like really that
It's
spicy, but it had spice to it.
And it
That's
didn't
something
taste
with
as bad either. I felt like it had a little bit of tang.
It wasn't
Like,
bad,
It,
no.
was. It wasn't terrible.
What was that
Okay.
one called? That one?
That one was that one was smoking chipotle.
Smoking Chipotle.
Alright,
This was Diablo, right?
Next question.
Stuck a dick. How about that?
We're doing the Diablo.
Sauce though.
Diablo sauce.
What's the?
This is the hottest of the Rick and Morty.
What is y'all's inspiration for what y'all do?
On it a little bit earlier.
Bringing people together, giving a sense of community, giving people a sense of place to kind of feel like they have somebody, showing more love in the world. Like I just want to create a place where everyone can feel like they're not alone.
Doing what you can.
Yeah, that's
If I may say, I will say this podcast. When I first came on it the first time. Couldn't really say why. It was pretty organic. I thought we had a good time, but mainly it was honestly a huge confidence self specifically. I have no idea why. I don't know why, but yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I was a little nervous to come on the podcast, but
I feel right. I mean, like his.
but I mean, but it was like but it was actually a legitimately fun experience. And I've always liked podcasts, so it kind of just made me more like, wow, this is something that maybe a lot more can understand. Makes things pretty easy to talk.
Yeah, I think one of the funnest things about having the podcast has been the guest episode. Have our friends, whoever's watching it, or whoever will watch one day, gets to see the beautiful people that are in our lives. You know what I mean? But all three of you, Corey, Eric's about to happen next
yeah. We
episode.
had Eric on here. That was gonna be good.
That's
He'd
gonna be next
cancer.
episode.
Oh, that's
And he's a teacher. He's a music teacher too.
Like, there's just a fucking Malik's a couple times, you know.
Yeah. Theo, we got Theo on here.
Theo, I think what we've been able, like, to like shine with those people is enough. Outside of that, we've had like more than random party or DMs. Hey, that thing said last. That in itself is the motive why we do. Like, we could have quit a long time ago. Those little are the things that we were kind of keep. It's easy to look at yourself in the mirror and think that you're not that. Hard to face the reality. Think that you know what I mean?
well said. Cheers.
And just
cheers to that. Well
Cheers.
said.
And I don't know, bringing people together and just being able to do this. Have all the homies. Also, that Diablo sauce, not bad. Hey, that one was definitely the spiciest.
You are not completely sober.
Yeah, you're alive. That was the spiciest of the sauces. Had best flavor. Actually, my lips are tingling a little bit. That was probably like in hot ones, like the third sauce. Realistically,
Yeah,
third or
that was
fourth
not
sauce.
very spicy, but it
The
just
Scoville
started
meter has
to
not-
tinge my. It just started to tinge.
It's-
my
yeah, so like 3 or 4.
The Scoville meter is like whenever like a little baby hits the hammer at the fucking circus. You know what I mean? It's like, ding.
All right. So that basically means that we need to buy the sauce for hot ones.
Yeah, no, we gotta go that direction.
I would like to. Yeah, It was just way cheaper to get the shitty sauces. All right.
Maybe it's just that in this dimension,
Do we get to take
in this universe, these sauces.
I feel like they
suck.
could've
We got
been worse.
pineapple habanero.
You ready to? Wait,
Cheers.
do we have another question? Do we have any more?
Yeah, we got a bunch. I mean,
Are we doing the next one? Or did you already?
I asked that one.
make up some questions if you just.
Oh. Okay, this is a good one. All right.
Go Fuck
You
me,
all ready?
kill shark, whale, dolphin.
Take a bite of your wing. Most traumatizing high school experience you can think of.
Does it have to be like for me or the one that like I can think of that happened?
It is
while I
very
was in high school?
explicitly put, very simply. The most traumatizing high school experience you can think of.
That one's a little bit
I
hotter.
don't want to
too.
blast ours.
That one's a little bit hotter. But like that one definitely.
I'm gonna open my pores a little bit. Hit the fuck up that butt.
Daniel takes another bite of a wing.
The wing was good.
It like this. We've quickly moved.
Okay. We'll be back. No,
Pineapple habanero. That definitely did. That one was. I went for the second bite, and that one was a little bit spicier for sure. It was pretty good. Like flavors there, but the most traumatic.
is it traumatic or embarrassing? What was it?
No, it is traumatizing.
Traumatizing. Okay.
I don't know. That's a tough one. It was either. See the one I said earlier. I don't know if that's traumatizing.
And even the ones I'm thinking of, traumatizing. I don't know if I have really
Okay,
any
so
traumatizing
you've been
experience.
through more stuff in life now, but
Uh-huh.
at that moment in high school,
What
so
did you like?
thinking
What did
ba-
you
think-
like
thi-
feel
thinking
was
from
that
your
moment?
senior year down, your senior year to freshman year? What was the worst traumatizing?
Somebody goading me for the first time.
How do you figure?
Like goading as in
You
like,
know what goading is?
The fuck is that?
like they mooned me and they tucked their balls between their legs and it was just their balls and their ass and it was like hey,
and that was your moment.
someone's like, hey, go in that room over there. Someone needs you. And, you know, it's in band. I was like, oh, someone needs me. I go in. It's just someone's hairy ass and balls
You
right
made it
there.
out better than some of us.
I mean, no, that was probably like, that was the first, though. Like, that was the first time. That was the beginning. There was still more that came after that. But that was like, well, I was like, all right, this is, shit's getting real around here. You know? Either that, but I also got pants one time, and so we had a symbol line, and symbol line was only girls. I don't know why they made it that way, but our symbol line was only girls. Someone came up and pantsed me in front of them, but they got all of it, so my dick was hanging out. And I was like, I think a freshman in high school, so I know my dick was probably like, it was cold that day, you know what I'm saying?
You were shrooming.
It was cold.
It was cold that day for
Like a
sure.
mushroom in a cornfield.
Did he say that?
Yeah, I pulled it up pretty fast, but
What-
no, I
what-
know
what
a
did-
couple
what
of
did
them
he
caught
say
a
when that
glance.
happened? Do you remember?
Honestly, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, I was just like sitting there. I was like, you know, whatever.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I played it off, and then everyone forgot shortly. Someone else though had gotten pants also, and then he cried, so everyone remembered that
Oh,
one.
no.
He got because he got pants in the front of like a girl he was dating at the time, and like she said it was small, it was sad, but like he got pants in front of her, and everything came out, and he cried. So everyone
Damn.
remembered that for a long time and made fun of him.
Damn, so you're just like, no, it was
Kids
the
are
other
brutal,
guy.
man.
I
Kids
mean,
are ruthless.
Josh.
I'm trying to think, dude. I don't have anything traumatizing like that from high school. The best I can really like come up with was in the 8th grade. I was trying to ask this girl to be my Valentine, and I brought like flowers and a teddy bear and everything.
I remember that.
And
was
in
tough.
front of
Not
the
gonna lie, it was tough.
in front of the whole class, like asked her and everything, and she just like straight denied me.
Which girl was it?
We don't need to say names.
What was the initials?
You remember?
I don't remember who it was.
We'll talk about it later.
Nah, there was okay. There was
You don't want to
there
out
was
anybody.
there was the whole flower thing in your backyard too. Do you remember?
So that was a little different. I wouldn't even really count that as like traumatizing though, because that was just me kind of like So a little similar situation, like senior year, I kind of jumped the gun. I was talking to this girl. I asked her to like be my girlfriend a little too soon, and that was understandable. To be fair,
Her
started
friend kind of
talking-
her friend was like, yeah, encouraging him. He did like a whole
Definitely that.
flower. Will you like
not
go
even
out
really
with
trying
him?
to make excuses. I was like already like in the wrong to begin with, because in my beginning stages of talking to this girl that denied me type shit, I was cheating. So I was in the wrong. I was in the wrong.
8th grade? You
No.
son of a bitch.
I said senior year. I said
Oh,
senior.
senior.
year.
Oh,
That's
okay. That's a little more.
That's not necessarily traumatizing. It was probably embarrassing at the time, but honestly, it wasn't that embarrassing because that night she said yes. Next day she was like, "I only said yes because everybody was there." Type shit. Wasn't that
Well, at
embarrassing?
least she had that respect.
Exactly.
I forgot the whole teddy bear thing. Yeah, but that was, I don't remember who it was, but I remember the fact that you came and everyone was like, oh.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough one. It was a tough one. But that wasn't high school, so I don't know. It wasn't nothing. It's fine.
We have other questions if y'all want.
Alright,
we
yeah,
got
now
one
more.
more wing.
Got one more. Let's go
The
for it.
last
Alright.
question.
Okay,
That's
here's a good one.
Get out of this.
No pressure
feel-
by any of us
I can
people
feel a
that
little
have
heat.
been on the podcast. What has been your favorite episode and why?
Honestly, favorite episode? Probably the one with you and Winton. For me. No, that was just you.
No, this was the one where you were sufficiently sauced when. Well, I think you're sauced to order. Which means at this very moment you are not sauced.
Y'all can split
But
that
whenever I need you, you're sauced
Split that one.
enough. You're sauced enough when I need
Ooh,
you.
that one had a kick. That one kicked me in my teeth.
Wait, y'all gotta sauce it up a little bit more.
Oh,
Y'all gotta
is
get,
this it?
y'all gotta get all of it.
Is this the
Last one.
Yeah, give me in that. Give me in that. Yeah. Okay.
It's good. It is a good sauce. But that, I wish
This
I
is
would
a
have got
ghost
one.
pepper blueberry?
I wish I would have got one. I would have got one more spicier because this is like the heat level I usually eat when I want hot. I should have kicked it up and got one more hotter than that. But
My
that,
tongue hurt.
you grab me one more beer, Winton, please.
Pretty please.
Good flavor, but it is hot.
My tongue hurt.
I do need a beverage.
A Bevatron
I
5000.
thought
man.
one of the previous
should
ones
keep-
was a little.
My favorite
Oh.
episode.
It's definitely the hottest one. Can I get the key over?
Maybe it's the blueberry.
The purple one.
I mean, like maybe the blueberry's cutting it for me.
Oh, the
with the
blueberry's cutting
spice.
it.
I thought like maybe the. I mean, we have.
I can see how hot ones
Ghost pepper
fucks you because
sauce
like that's
at
probably
home
like the
that we
seventh,
eat
so,
about
like
every
sixth
day.
or
No, that's
sixth.
probably like 5.
No,
Tomato
that's 6.
sauce, and we're
I think-
almost out of it. But
I think
it's
5 is a
lasted
little
us like half a year. And we've been eating it.
I think that's probably
And I
6,
think
so
maybe
7
my
and 8
tolerance
fuck
for
you.
specific
Because like
ghost
once it's
pepper
already
is, like,
tingling like this and you gotta keep eating hot.
Not up there, but like right where ghost pepper needs. Because I really thought like one of the.
I'll live and die by
thought
the
maybe
fact
the
that that one
habanero
should
one?
not be a
See,
fucking
like
one had
sauce.
brick
that's
on it.
probably
I thought
6,
it
so
was
that's
like
not that bad.
this.
I could do 7, I think, but once I hit the bomb, I think that's tough. All right, so what was
My favorite episode that we recorded was the live episode. We did a live episode at a event. It was an art show. Kind of art show.
This is early in the career. Early.
The only reason it's my favorite one
If I have a
because
picture.
we did not deserve that spot and we were not ready for that shit. But we acted like we were ready for that shit, and we had a whole like plan going into it.
Ooh, that
and
one was
plan,
hot.
And that plan, I'm telling you, bro.
That just burned my lips.
And that plan,
He feels
yo,
it
bro.
now.
And that plan was executed horribly. But it's okay because we got a lot of good love from the people that were there. All that what we were doing, trying to do, you know.
I think I have a
That
picture.
this was at a convention.
Not necessarily a convention. It was like an art show.
Art fest, dude. This
Art
shit
fest.
is
It was
still
a
burning.
It was an
low-key.
art festival. Like they had different booths of people's like art, like obviously like what they brought for their art collections and stuff. They
Not
had
the
like a
worst.
runway, they had music, they had all kinds of shit. But they had like different stages, and at different points in the like day they had slots, and we were able to get one of those slots.
Yeah, they saw us
Not
live.
super shout out to those people because they threw another event about a year later where they watched me get my ass beat for fighting. Literal getting my ass beat.
Literally getting my ass beat. Yeah.
I mean, that story's just ignorant. I mean, it was basically like I brought a cooler full of beer to a BYOB party, and I thought like throwing it to this other thing that we were at. So I was like, I thought I knew these people type shit. But essentially, there was a few people that were walking around the party with not the best.
You know, they're
But one dude in particular came up to me and Daniel at the time and started just beer out of our cooler. And I mean, I don't mind if someone has a beer of mine. I mean, I have a cooler full of beer, but like ask or say what's up. You know what I mean? Don't just grab beer out of a random person's cooler. That's kind of fucking weird. I mean, so I was like, bro, like, are you type shit, and like it was a weird, like aggressive, like turn where he was like, "What do you mean? This is my cooler." Name. It's my last name. Like it, but regardless, like the dude started beginning to get ignorant with me, and then like his buddy kind of stepped up and like showed off a gun. Shit. I was like, if you're about to really shoot somebody over some Bush beer, my friend, we have different conversation. We have some different conversations. Like I was like, you can have all that beer in there as long as I'm bringing my cooler home, because this is my mother's cooler. That last name on there, that's her last name. This is not my cooler. I really don't give a fuck about you guys if you're willing to shoot somebody over beer. Basically, I just need to. You know what I mean? But then it got it escalated quickly, and I ended up getting like kind of it went south from there for me.
Yeah, rough. Those are, but honestly, the Art Fest though, we did perform. Honestly, we had people come up to us after that, and like, "Yo, we really liked that. Like, it was really good." Surprisingly, it was like 2 dudes, and they're like, "That was good." I was like, "That was really shit," but thank you. It was bad.
That's the thing is like that's why it's one of my favorites, because even in how bad we knew we were, we still got which was very like not just inspiring, but it was enlightening to know that like we were on a track, not necessarily the right track at that time, but on a track, going somewhere. You know what I mean? Right.
Hey, we got it for free too. We got like artist passes for it.
It was fun. I had a good time.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, well, yeah, it was a bunch of different stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So like, yeah, we were on a stage.
And we supported some of the other people, like, bought some T-shirts and shit like that. But
Yeah. I had lost the one I had, but yeah. So basically, yeah, we were on like a stage and everything. We had like an audience. We had like, I mean, I would say probably like 15, 20 people standing there watching us. It's pretty. Yeah, no, I mean, no one had ever seen us before. I mean, that was so early in our career. Like, I don't think anyone, like, I mean, we had, like, our episodes, there was a point, I don't even know if we were doing video at that point. Actually, I don't even think we had released an official video podcast yet. Because I had a podcast with someone else before that. Dude, that shit was hot. You're sweating.
I'm good now. I've recovered. I was sweating, and I did get fucked by that. I don't know if I'll be touching that one. I will be fucking up some of that mango habanero one.
Y'all got the smallest bits
Pineapple
of it. If I would've
habanero
gave you,
one?
like, what?
Pineapple habanero one was really good.
Pineapple habanero is like a perfect.
Perfect spice and perfect flavor, I think.
I still like this one, though. I do like the ghost pepper and blueberry.
Perfect barbecue.
That one was really good.
Spice.
You want to get in here, Win? You want to get in here for a second?
Jump in the
on the mic?
scene, brother? Jump in, brother?
I got this. One of y'all got to share though.
One of you guys shifty.
Hey, dude, it's what you do for a living. Will you just give me a beer and ask questions?
Damn, this has got to be a long episode. It's been an hour already since we got. But we only did 30 minutes before AJ came on. That's. Oh, we really did. We're making good time with that then. breaking shit in our studio?
You fuck. You fuck. You fuck.
All right, one time for the show. You got to put Fine and Dandy on the hat.
Oh yeah. Do you do it on your phone? How do you do it?
Come on, dude. For the
pretty easily.
You just think hard.
brain blast. That's just random, but also shout out my girlfriend for making brownies for this.
Shout out your girlfriend for almost everything that she does.
I agree.
Anybody have a bottle opener on their key?
Yeah,
I'm kind of stranded right here.
I got a bottle opener on my nuts.
He said, yeah. You remember that? You also have no. Hey, Shelby. Daniel's girlfriend. Give me a hopadillo, and I'm gonna make Quentin drink this.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna force.
Straight from the tea.
No, it's okay. It already happened. Here you go. Bud.
He didn't even try to deny it. He's like, I guess I am now. Fuck, dude.
It's that Super Smash Bros. Moment where it's like, Witten has joined the match.
Think you got me, dude. Wayne's that guy where they're like, you have to come out, and he's like, you got me.
Fine. Then we were dandy. We're fine.
Like Wayne's for sure the guy. They're like, you can run, but you can't hide. He's like, you got me. You're right. I can't hide. Just might as well catch me now.
Thank you.
Okay, y'all gotta be close to the mic. You motherfuckers.
But also, like,
y'all are like not a quartet, but y'all are like,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright. For those of you who don't know, we've had Cole, we've had Winton on, but also they will also be performing at Homie Fest. We got Cole with Witch Evil.
Yep.
Got a new bass player, so take it easy on him. We got Winton, who's gonna be doing a solo act in the low, but he Pac-Man the movie is back. They won't be performing at this show, unfortunately, but in future shows they have one coming up also. So check them out, Pac-Man the movie. But Winton's in the low set is gonna be sick. They might bring some people out. Who knows? We don't know yet.
Should we do a Homie Fest pod?
What
We
there?
do a Homie Fest
I was
pod
thinking of it.
there?
I was thinking about
At the venue.
I had it in my mind.
Ooh, okay.
We might have an appearance.
Honestly,
First
I'd be
geek
down if
show.
y'all do like a little fucking small set.
I'm here for 4 seconds.
I'm here for the entertainment. I'm here for the people, dude. Whatever we're willing to do for the people, just to fucking be like, oh shit. Everyone's like,
Imagine
oh,
doing
shit.
a 64-second set.
Dees. Geek.
No, it's D's.
They're like, this is geek. This is geek. Then we're from Houston, Texas. I'm like, Dees. And everyone's going to think your name's Dees. That's all they'll remember, because people are only going to remember one thing. Deesed out, dude.
He's got a point, dude. They're already on the geek, dude.
Yeah, y'all are D's because y'all. Like, their name's D's because they're nuts, dude.
Yo.
Because they're going nuts, dude.
They're a trio, dude. They actually don't play any
They're
instruments.
not even a pair of nuts. They're a trio of nuts.
Y'all don't even play instruments. Y'all are just
Acapella group.
Sorry, that was. Are we allowed to ask each other questions?
Yeah,
You
dude,
are.
What the fuck?
Yeah, go for it.
What is your rebuttal? I have a question for Solway.
Are they close enough? Are they?
So I'll ask a question.
Now,
and
watch
then I'm gonna
They
hit
were.
this.
They were.
So in y'all's writing process, because you are pretty much
Closer, louder,
What, you all
closer.
write, or what is that?
We actually all
Do a
write
space after the and, like one more
songs,
space,
basically,
because
like,
it's doing like
Rich will write
Fine
basically
and D
full
and
ass
then
songs,
Andy.
and like me and
So do
Diego
Fine
will go in
and
and
then
like write our parts
Dandy.
to color
But
it
if you
all
add
up, and
one
it's
more
just, like,
space, I think
three
it'll put the
equal
D on
parts
the
that
other
just
side.
make one, big ass
down or something. Yeah, like I've written a lot. Diego's written like fucking fuck ton. I got a lot of points. Like, dude, every song that is influenced by every member also. So nothing has that. Nothing doesn't have everyone's DNA, and that's I guess like a as far as where it goes to the. I'm sorry, because the drummer's the drummer. My bad. Let me.
Just all right.
No, you're good. You're good.
So
you're
we're
good.
gonna reboot what you just said
Yeah,
and let it go
yeah.
because you're getting the mic now. So go for
All
it.
right, cool. Sorry, I was just like a little awkward. My bad.
Multiple of y'all write. Diego writes some stuff, but
So Diego's my guitar player, and Richard is also my other guitar player.
Shout out Diego and Richard.
Hell yeah, honestly, those guys are the shit. Honestly, they do so much fucking work in writing, fucking pushing this band, fucking getting shit done that we need to get done, and those guys are some workhorses.
wait, Rich has a podcast.
Well, I mean, like he did. He's not really like fucking with that so much right now. More so just focused on like music right now.
Okay.
Because
Tell
we're
us to get us in there, dude.
We're
Get in there, like swimwear.
yeah, maybe in a little while, but right now we're really honing in on finishing this EP.
Yeah. How many songs are you trying to run it?
So we already wrote them and we're recording them.
Oh, they're already running?
Yeah, we already ran them hoes. So there are 7 songs. Well, in the EP, obviously we have a bunch of songs, but I mean, like in the EP, we're gonna put like these 7 songs that we think are really fucking good. That in our eyes, we think that these are something that a lot of people might like. So
Are they like
I mean,
vaulted tracks or the things that you guys have like put together recently?
they're pretty much they're all like recent. All these songs that we're putting on. I mean, by recent, I mean like as a band, like probably like the oldest song that we have is maybe like a year or 2 old. That's going
Right.
on this track.
But you
Oh,
said that you guys have been working together for like 9 years, like in total, right?
But not all of them.
Well,
Rich is
but
fairly
you-
new.
you
Well,
and
Yeah, me,
your other co-founder.
yeah, me, Diego, and
Diego.
Alec.
Sorry.
We founded the band back in high school,
Okay.
and later
That
on we
was
had
his most
one-
traumatic event.
Nah, yeah, it put me right here in this moment. I'm gonna go back in time and kick a rock. Nah, but fucking it was really cool. Starting that band, not knowing shit, just kind of like being a fucking dumbass, just going into this shit, being like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it and whatever, and eventually, getting good. And my homies are all good as fuck, and at first I was like trying to get to where they were, 'cause like they had already been playing instruments and shit, and I was just kind of like diving in. I'm just like that bass player that doesn't know how to play bass, you know what I mean? Like how it usually goes. And so I fucking eventually you fucking get good enough, and then you figure out your shit. You teach yourself, find out some fucking scales, fucking teach yourself like tunings and all that shit, and then eventually you and your band kind of like build a type of DNA, and so originality, yeah, exactly, like a little fingerprint. And so I think that like as long as you have that you can definitely have some sort of confidence in yourself, no matter what like momentum you feel like you have at the moment, as long as you're like you think that what you have is like something maybe decent, that someone out there will definitely be like, oh, I fuck with that, what I mean? Like you just cast a wide net, the widest net you possibly can. One motherfucker's gonna hear it that's being me like, yo, that's fucking awesome,
That motherfucker has friends.
yeah,
So
exactly.
all of y'all have been going through some kind of band struggle recently, I feel like. I mean, finally
Being in a
Pac-Man the
band
movie's
is a
back on
struggle.
track.
I was
Being
gonna
in a band
ask.
is a struggle.
I was gonna ask. Do you guys have like well, you obviously have a commonality in the fact that you've all had to deal with band struggles. Like you just said, being in a band has its struggles no matter what. But like, would you be able to like speak on how some of these things can be avoidable, you know what I mean? Or and how some of some of the things that come up are just like life showing you that paths need kind of crossed in directions, you know what I mean?
I would say that's maybe like a Witten thing. Maybe.
God damn it, Winton.
Um,
I don't even remember the goddamn
I
question.
think
And I asked
something
it.
about overcoming. I think mainly Josh was asking how some of these maybe differences or psychological or basically social issues, difficulties at any point in a band, what makes a band hard to continue on as far as
And additionally, it seems like it's almost stereotypical for bands to have issues. So how much is that unavoidable, and how much is actually avoidable? You know what I mean? That's kind of like where I was stemming from. Because I think
Talking to the mic.
I think how to avoid it, right? How to avoid
a little bit. Yeah.
So I feel like there's only two answers to this. You can either, lie to yourself and tell yourself that everything's okay and just go through it, and then try your best to like make something that isn't really,
Perfect.
it's just like not genuine to yourself. So
Genuine,
it's like,
okay.
like you
that.
just you make something that's just not what you really want, and you have to like suffer through it, but it still makes it work. Or you can just say fuck it and just like find other people.
Go through the struggle for a little
Yeah.
bit. Struggle bus big time.
Yeah, 'cause like otherwise like you're just wasting your time.
So what you doing like
Mm.
at that position though? Like what like cuz I know like y'all were not really a fully formed band for a while.
Yeah, you just kind of fucking figure it out, man. You got to go out of your way, go to shows and stuff, see who's in the local scene, see who fucks with you, stuff like that.
But you just kept that mindset though. You're like I'm going to keep putting
No,
networking?
there's just too many people that believe in your your shit sometimes, and like
People love Pac with
that's like it's just like fuck it. Well, if if I don't do this for myself first, then like what what am I even doing it for? So like I'll do it for them too.
Well, that's a good way to look at it, but I guess where I think the question stems from is, do you think that these issues happen with bands? I mean, bands stem from are avoidable, because I
I
think a
feel
lot
like
of it does have a lot of egotistical things that are involved. But whenever you look at a lot of bands, like AJ was talking about earlier, it's just like people that are hanging out with their friends and just want to play music with their friends. You know what I mean? So like whenever you think of something that like it starts from something so pure, it's hard to think that like it's stereotypical for those
I see what you're
situations to
saying, yeah.
go bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I think it's all just a learning process, just like learning
Yeah.
like how it goes.
As you're
Like,
growing, what I
yeah,
mean?
like you just like it seems like it fun at first, but then you kind of realize that it's actually like a business at the end of the
You
day.
can make a career
It's
out
like
of
you
it.
make your own business, and then that's how you end up being successful, is because people actually fuck with it and they want it.
It's like also the marketability
Yeah,
and then also like all the shows you have to play
Yeah.
and the people you got to know.
So at the end of the
it's,
day, it's not fun unless you're working towards it all the way
Mhm.
to the fullest. So then, if it's not fun, it's work to you. But if it is
Mm.
fun, then you're fucking doing what you need
So
to
the
do.
idea of doing it for fun doesn't really exist, because if you're doing it for fun,
Well,
the
no,
only
you can have fun doing it. It's just like you're just not doing it though.
Okay.
You're basically just kind of half-assing yourself.
if you're half-assing it, it's not really fun at the end
I'm
of
with
the day.
you.
No, if
Okay.
you're half-assing it, it is fun. It's a well, no,
damn
no,
it,
no, no,
Winston,
no,
you
no,
just
no, sorry about that.
contradicted
Sorry
yourself.
about
What
that.
the fuck are you saying?
Sorry, no, I was wrong. I was Yeah, I was wrong.
We're with you though.
No, yeah.
We understand what you're trying to say.
Say
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Say it.
I'm giving up on. No, I mean, I think there's those people that are not in it also for the right reasons, and they're in it because they think they're gonna get something out of it that they thought the benefit of being in a band would come with, and it doesn't come with that, and you're like, wait a minute, and they start to realize that they didn't want to be in the band. They wanted that benefit to come with it. They wanted whatever it was that they thought they were going to get out of it, whether it be money or they thought they were going to get girls or guys for it, or hey, whatever. They thought it was going to come with that, and then it did not come with that,
Especially
and
that.
then they start to become the sour apple. You know what I mean? Like
their
the
own
bad
lives.
egg. You know what I
In
mean?
their own lives.
Like
yeah,
they start to become that element that's like, I'm all of a sudden not having fun with
And
you.
I-
And
and
that
I
could
know
happen
that-
for a lot of different reasons, but I do think that is the large one. Is
And
that
I know
people have
that
an
the word,
expectation
like-
that does not get met, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, this isn't actually what I wanted to do." But I just wanted to say that.
No, I get what you're saying. But I also like the word energy is kind of like stigmatized at this point. But like that bad energy that person is towards the group, not easily dismissed. It's not easily dismissed. You know what I mean?
It is exactly that. It's the energy that's brought to the fucking the
Group,
studio,
to
to
the
the
studio.
jam room, dude, because it's so important. Because, dude, if one person's not exactly feeling it, it kind of like it's gonna kill it for everybody else, dog. Because it's like, bro, I'm trying to fucking like not give a fucking straight vibe, bro. And if it's like I hear somebody that's obviously just like kind of playing because it's their job at the moment.
Did y'all
you know,
see?
like-
slugging along, fucking dragging ass.
Did y'all see
Yeah.
Drumline with Nick Cannon?
yeah. The old
I
one.
mean, like,
yeah.
it-
They're bad as fuck.
I've never been like very musically like inept, but that movie I used to watch it all the time because my brother was in band and he loved that movie. But anyways, like the lesson of like one band, one sound really stuck with me all the time. Like I whether you're in that orchestra level or like marching band level or even just like on you guys' level of like this is me and my homies trying to make something of what we can produce in this studio, you know what I mean? At any level, the collaboration has its own components, and those components are easily as important as each other.
Absolutely.
You don't have a band without the one person. That person have his band without going through the things that he has to go through to make time for the band. And it's like there's these like we talked about earlier, the intricacies of what can be and what is type shit. It can really like get down to the nitty gritty, and that's where the like I guess that difference that you're talking about comes from between the
Chemistry is very
Right.
important.
I'll riff off of that for a second. So, have y'all heard Knock Loose?
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
of course.
I was listening to those guys back in high school, dude. Like,
Probably
yeah.
all three of some of our favorite bands.
Yeah, bro. Like, I was jamming like
But, like,
fucking
yeah,
laugh tracks back
Of
when
course,
that shit
I
dropped,
would assume,
dude.
right? But the thing is, like, I'd say that's like a perfect example. Like in the sense of like, I think a lot of people would be like, okay, not for y'all, of course, but for like the masses, metal kind of died off, right?
For a while, I
You
guess
know-
the
okay, I mean,
mainstream
you know what I
spotlight
mean.
was
Yeah,
not
yeah,
on
yeah,
the scene
like-
for a
like
while.
how many
Metallica or
how many
Megadeth or, it's
when you
not
see
like that
mainstream
anymore.
festivals, those are who they're booking. Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're booking Metallica, they're booking.
I guess
I
I would
think
say
Knock
I would
Loose-
definitely say here in like the past like 10 years, like the metal scene has definitely like yeah, like the like
Polyphia-
but the
But they're
general crowd
like.
metal. The general crowd.
Say that one time.
I
like,
would say
put the mic between both of you so that way I can kind of hear.
Like bands like I would say Polyphia, Knock Loose, even though a lot of people would not see the same between them at all, but people that play music can see the roots that are the same between them.
Yep.
That which is the gent, the heavy riffs connected with like these melodies. Melodies obviously for Polyphia are like way more complex, right? And totally different.
Yeah.
Knock Loose, the melody is obviously very different. But those root gent bass notes and rhythms are like very similar.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like Knock Loose. My point being was like they stuck with it, and you could tell that they've actually still been putting in the work after all these years, and this is like they're like having almost a resurgence at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
They're getting booked at a lot of bigger shows now, and like they're
Yeah,
drawing
bro,
big.
last time I
Dude,
saw-
Coachella, they
killed
they
that
were
shit,
a
bro.
highlight of Coachella.
Yeah, they really
You know what
were.
that means? Like, first of all,
There was
Coachella
memes
is
about
not.
that. There was
yeah,
memes about them being at Coachella. There was
To-
memes about that.
to be a metal band and be the highlight of Coachella is
That's
kinda crazy.
fucking hard.
And then even at Bonnaroo recently, another highlight of Bonnaroo, and that I think that in itself is kind of a crazy thing to be packing
No,
out.
dude, those guys are definitely making waves for the whole fucking scene right now. Like,
It's important, but like
yeah,
the thing
dude.
is, like they've been doing it for so long, and they may have like kind of like not. I don't want to say forgotten about because a lot of people probably still love them.
I mean, like,
but you know what I mean. Like
everybody's got their waves of like every band that I've ever known has had their waves of popularity. You know, they drop this album, they're huge as fuck because it's great, or they and then the dies off a little bit, and then it just like
bro,
they,
Turnstile's having to come back right now too, though.
Dude,
It's like
I worked at a Turnstile show, dog, and honestly, those guys fucking kick ass, bro.
Turnstile's having another comeback right now too. They're having a resurgence.
That's one of the examples of like, no, it's coming back around.
They're coming.
It always
dude,
just takes
That
different
hardcore
like,
shit
you
is
see that
coming
they're,
around,
They're
dog.
getting
like-
put on a lot of like not a lot, lots of fucking exaggeration, but there's a lot of like quite a few electronic like lineups right now where it's like electronic or maybe like some indie shit, and then Turnstile. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's that meme.
But,
People
yeah.
are like, when you go for the lineup and you hear Turnstile for the first time or
Yeah.
Knock Loose for the first time, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like,
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
dude, those memes are fucking awesome. Honestly, like
Exactly. But it is one of those.
it was
things
also
where-
good to see a lot of people like react positively in the crowd and like online and everything. Obviously, no matter what you do, in any point you're gonna have people that talk shit. But it's like, who cares? Let's just look at the positive shit that And they actually got a lot of positive feedback, and I think that it's kind of like important for bands to get the highlight. And obviously, like, metal has this association with like fuck the norm type shit, right? But to be real, to get like some sort of recognition on what we do from what is considered the norm is like pretty fucking cool. And I don't know, like, I feel like
been metal for a long time. I think
It's been
It's
metal
like,
for a
that's
long
the only
time,
way
yeah.
metal people can progress is by being like, I do this totally different than everyone. Because that's like what made metal is right. Like a lot of people are like, what is this? And it's like,
Yeah.
well, this is metal. you know? Like, I mean, even back to
Thing is, I think a lot of people, regardless of any industry, especially music, is like, you just got to keep doing it. And the thing is, like, even like you could be doing it 8 to 15 years and just like break in, But you have your place in it, and like you're not gonna be the fucking headlining bands who are getting bookings all the time necessarily. And it could take you like Knock Loose, like how I don't know how long they've been making music now, but however
it's
that
been
long.
a long ass time, dog.
Yeah,
long time.
and start getting these actually like really good bookings and booking out these like the fact is, like, now that they're packing out, like promoters and shit are seeing that, like, that they're
Like,
packing out these stages.
Yeah, like the band
They're
that plays
packing
The
out
Summoning.
huge shows.
The song "The Summoning" by Sleep Token. They got real big. They haven't
Yeah,
played
huge
tours.
as fuck.
They haven't played tours, but because of TikTok, their tickets are $600.
That's what I'm saying.
That is ridiculous. But
It's dumb,
if I
yeah,
may,
who-
I like this question thing. Does Solway have any questions for either of us?
Bro. Okay. So I know that, like, okay, Pac-Man the movie, obviously crazy ass fucking like riff, dude, fucking off the wall fucking timings and patterns and just fucking grooves, like, just, I don't know, shit just kind of like smacking you left and right. Definitely yeah, dog. And it's just like, man, I don't know, obviously, like, hats off to you for writing just crazy stupid shit. No, it's a comment.
So we get into the question.
It's a
Sucking the meat off my dick or what?
Questions coming. I'm just like, so like, how did you get like started off, writing all that like type of shit? Like, what was, like, I don't know, some things that you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that type shit.
Like, would you say specifically, like, I want to play that kind of music, like maybe that swan core / hardcore, like more hardcore, like maybe what? Trying to play that specifically, or just music in general?
I guess, like, I mean both are important, but I guess like that. I guess that specific like genre, whatever, like you definitely fit like whenever you're on Spotify, dog. The bands that come after you, like, like Fall of Troy and shit like that, like, you know what I mean. So it's like you definitely fit that pocket, that like mathcore type shit, like, and it's
You're definitely heavy.
yeah, heavy as fuck.
Technical,
Definitely.
Do you suck dick?
Nah, what was the band that was just like, damn, like,
Fall of Troy was your favorite though, right? Like that was like one
Pass
of
the
your
mic,
big
pass the mic.
inspos. Talking to the mic. Bitch.
Fuck. God damn it. We're on a podcast. Hello.
No, we're not.
Okay.
We are on the podcast.
I don't know. It's just something I've always wanted to do. Like, ever since I was in high school, I just like saw shit like that, and I was like, yo, this is like weird. And it's like weird and like angry, and like just really smart at the same time. So I was just like, I fuck with this kind of shit. Like, it would be like really fucking dope if I could do something like this and like be in a band and do vocals for it. And so like, I don't know. I guess it's just kind of fucking manifested it. Like, I don't know how, like, necessarily, but I just grew up liking shit like that, and then I just ended up making it happen, I guess.
When you say shit like that, what bands do you mean? Like, if you reach like really down into yourself, like into your psychology and like well, I mean, like obviously it's Fall of Troy, but I mean the deeper bands like just like Vinyl and you know whatnot.
I would say like the Blood Brothers, a huge fucking the Blood Brothers.
They're brothers.
They're also from Seattle, Washington, just like Fall of Troy.
From Seattle, Washington.
Jason and John
They're
Blood.
definitely not.
The Blood Brothers.
JJ brothers.
It's Johnny and Jordan. Yeah.
Blood.
Johnny
Damn,
and Jordan.
I was spot on.
Yeah,
I was there.
it was
I almost
pretty
had
close.
both.
But them, a lot of shit from 31G Records for sure. Just like that really weird, fucked up like sound back in like the 90s.
You like the Chariot, correct?
Yes, I'm a fan.
I think when I first met you at Whiskey Cake, I do believe I told you that because obviously being in bands, like, I mean, we immediately talked to each other about it. And I think the first thing I told you was that your music reminded me of the Chariot. How do you feel about that?
Hey, I fuck with it, dude. The Chariot, it goes hard live, dude. So it's like, I mean, I know we're not
compliment?
talking about like, we're just talking about the music aspect, but I include that as a part of it.
No,
too.
that was more what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That was actually more.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
No, not
Wait,
really.
when's the first time you saw us?
Not the first time I saw y'all. The first time it was like one of the first times we talked at work when we both worked at Whiskey Cake. Was I had listened to your band because you told me you were in a band, and I listened to it, and the first thing I thought of was like, oh, this reminds me of the Chariot. And if for those people that don't know who they are, they're like a really technical thrashy metal band that like swings from the rafters at shows and lights shit on fire and plays their drums on a crowd that is holding them up. And that was the vibe that I got from Winton's music.
Kind of fucking sick.
Like from Pac-Man. And I told him, and he was like, "Wow, that's a
Let me
really
just tell
big
you-
compliment." The
let me
first
just
when
tell
I
you-
told you that, you were like, "That's a
The
really
image
big
in my
compliment."
head from what you just described, incredible.
Oh no, yeah, no, you would probably be picturing it correctly. Like I would like. You know this band, right? Yeah. No, the way you're picturing it is probably correct. Just totally outrageous.
I've seen Winton sprint around a fucking venue,
Like
off
doing
stage
laps,
while
like
they're
doing
performing.
laps.
While they're performing. Like the band's still shredding. He sprinted off the stage and took a lap around the venue.
He's an Olympic performer as far as music goes.
And then he got back on stage and teabagged the guitarist.
And that's sexual appeal?
Yeah.
Literally?
Or harassment. You depending on how you take
Or
it.
harassment. Do you have any questions for Witch Evil or Soulway?
How high of a podcast do you think this has been so far? Yes.
What does that mean?
What is your specific definition?
Yeah,
Hi,
can we
how
get
are
like
you?
a
When they say jump, you say how high.
the good explanation? That really nailed it.
All right, wait.
That would be pretty funny too.
I'm with you, dog.
I'm going to say height-wise, with all of us sitting in these chairs, got to be 5 foot tops.
I think it could be higher. I think we could get
Are
higher.
you thinking that? Because I mean, like,
Should we-
that's like a whole other level.
Should we take a higher break?
Do you want to go to Dreamland?
I'm asking you if you want to go to.
Let me answer it. Yes.
Wait, what are you trying to do, huh?
I mean,
We're
we
gonna
could,
take a
I
short
think
break.
so. I think we should do a closeout
We
segment.
could smoke some CBD off air.
Off air.
We can. We're gonna wrap.
Later.
No, wait,
Gonna
wait.
go chill for a
We
sec.
want to give a big.
Catch a
oh, I
vibe.
get 2.5.
Huh?
We're like 2.5.
No, we're at 2.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Wait. Did
Who
I
the
stop
hell's in
it?
control of this?
No.
I didn't stop mine, right? We're at 157. Hey, we're clean.
My bus was called 157.
I mean, if you want to close it out, we can.
Yeah,
but it's up to you.
Yeah, do like a little outro.
Let's do it.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us for the 100th episode. It has been a blast.
You're welcome.
I, didn't want I had a couple things to
uh,
say for this.
Hold on. We really appreciate all three of AJ, Cole, Winton. We also appreciate Cam and Tiffany. We also appreciate Shelby, Daniel's girlfriend, the wonderful.
Yeah.
We give love to the 3 dogs that are in attendance that test us on a daily basis.
Yes.
Love to our families, all of our friends that believe in us, all of our 61 or 2 subscribers, wherever you guys are at right now. And to each other, to you, Daniel.
Yeah,
This
dog.
is
To you
this
as
is
well?
this is to you, my
To
boy.
the 100th episode. Let's go.
Cheers.
Empty mug.
Let's go. I'm very thankful for this.
I think we
very
should end with an acapella, like starting from
Wait,
the
I
highest
would-
at Daniel.
Also, before I wanted to say, did y'all have
Daniel Velasquez with his
is there-
closing
y'all
remarks.
each get one thing that you want to say that it doesn't matter what it is. If you feel like you want to give a message to the people,
can be
maybe
a-
ask a question, something you want to tell any of us, or just
Closing
whatever-
remarks.
something dumb. Yeah, go ahead.
It can be a question, sentence, paragraph, story,
I don't
whatever you
care.
want to do.
Each of you get your
Let's
own.
hear from you.
Man. By the end of whenever you get done playing your instruments, you gotta feel like you just got done clapping 1,000 ass cheeks, man. That's it.
Put that in a yearbook somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Put that in a fucking yearbook. I want to see somebody's senior quote right then and there.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Clapping them goddamn ass cheeks, dude. Clapping
This
them,
is
clapping
Cole
them,
Witch
clapping them.
Evil. Check out Witch Evil on all media platforms, but also you honestly and in all genuinity. What is it?
Genuinity, that's the word.
That's not a real word.
Generosity?
It's not a real word, but we're
Genuine.
with it.
I was thinking more genuine.
Did you say
if
generosity?
you genuinely try to make somebody feel better than they did the day before, I promise you'll live a good life. And
I'm with
everybody
you.
should
I'm
maybe
with-
do that a little bit more.
I'm with that, brother. I love that. What do you got for us, Win?
Don't be a dick,
Don't be a
but
dick.
also fuck you.
But stay hard.
But also, fuck you. Dude, I think I've had that exact outro on one of our episodes.
Y'all are saying that, but he
Don't
looks
be a
like
dick,
a brick
but
from
also
over here.
fuck you.
Alright, this is about.
I'll run it back with Winton. Don't be a dick, but also fuck you. Happy 100th,
This is
baby.
the last thing. Got In the Low performing. Actually, they're in order
July
of how they'll be
31st?
They're in order and how they'll be performing on July
The
31st.
31st of July.
Monday, July 31st, by Dandy and
Day
Friends.
31
presenting
of the month of
Homie
July.
Fest. All the homies are gonna be there. It's gonna be a good time, and we're trying to make
gonna
it
be
like,
for
Time does it
God.
start?
as community feels possible, where everyone feels welcome. What
Time does it start?
starts at 6.
Get there at 5:30 if you want to get good
Yeah, we
seats.
might end up doing a little podcast special. We might end up going
We're
a little bit
doing
later.
a
I'll see what's
podcast
up.
special,
I'll see what's
but
up.
not
with
at
the
5:30
venue.
because I get off at 5:30, so I'll be there at 6.
Bet. Yeah, doors are at 6. It starts
Doors are
at,
at
it
6.
starts at
I'll
6:30.
be at
It starts
doors.
at 6:30.
I'll be
first.
I'll be at 6:30 actually, probably.
Then we'll have to do my other
6:30,
idea, my
it's
backup idea, which was just like have a portable mic and we'll go around just asking people things. And then
No, I think we
interview
could
the
probably
bands.
set across like maybe some time. We'll work it out.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
But yeah, we got Winton doing In the Low, which is his solo project. Cause for Pac-Man, he has
Because
other
he's
Pac-Man
like
stuff,
that.
but
Because he's like
he
that.
still has other
Well,
Pac-Man.
that's not all.
That's
When's
why
your
he's-
Pac-Man show?
Wait. Oh, fuck. Yeah, July 5th, bitch. Free fucking show. Pull the fuck up.
Where's it
Fucking
at?
wrong with you?
Where's it at?
1810
What time?
Ojimon. There's gonna be
That
fucking
bitch.
merch, and there's gonna be fucking chaotic shit.
What time
you
and when?
stupid
What
bitch.
time
6:30 on a Wednesday.
and where was it?
Get Wednesday
Because-
up, bitch.
I think we are going to make it.
Home day.
And then we after Winton, we got Witch Evil performing right after that, and then headlining, of course, we got Soulway. So it's gonna be a full lineup. It's
They're
gonna be
gonna
a
take
good
your
time.
soul away.
All the homies are gonna be
Oh.
there. It's gonna be a fun time. Once again, Eventbrite. I'm gonna post the link in the bio. We're also gonna have hard copies. Get those while you can, 'cause those are probably gonna go fast. If I'm being honest, 'cause I'm gonna be selling some. We're all gonna be selling them. So
Yeah, those are
You need
gone.
those.
Those are basically gone.
Basically
consider
gone.
them gone.
Yeah, consider
if
them
you
already
want
gone.
in, get
Yeah,
in.
just
But
get
if,
in the
but
homie
Exactly.
but
fest,
consider them gone.
bro.
Consider them completely
appreciate
toast.
you guys for tuning in. It was a great time. Great 100th episode. It's been a lot of fun. Like Josh said, big
We'll
shout out
see you
to
next
everybody
week,
who's
baby
been
girl.
watching. Big shout out to all the people who showed up tonight, all the loved ones, all the people who we had on as guests. All you guys are fucking awesome. It's been a journey. We look forward to having more guests on, to sharing more love, to bringing more people together, and really doing the best we can. Thank y'all.
Keep your head up. Stay out there. Stay tuned. Back.
Locked
Don't
in.
forget to
Love you
clock out.
guys.
Later.
Clock out. Yeah, don't forget to clock out. No, don't fucking clock out. Get all the money you can from whatever company you work at. Make all that fucking
Fuck your
bread.
labor. It's never too
Work
high for me.
40 hours on Saturday, 40 hours on Sunday, 40 hours on Juneteenth.
It's
This has been the Fine and Dandy 100th episode.